Let me tell you, asses in seats. Do we look out of focus?
Who? Me?
Us.
No.
In general. Are my eyes, is it just my eyes out of focus?
Are your personal eyes out of focus?
Maybe. They might be. Could be.
Looks the same as usual to me.
Why? What? Why can I hear myself? Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird. Wait. We need this. No,
Is
stop.
that doing it on the Facebook too?
Do that.
On the video?
Can you not get out of full screen? Thank you. Oh.
No, it wasn't coming through. It was not coming through.
Just dot highlight. There we go.
Twitch.tv/me.
Let me tell you, asses in seats. Do we look out of focus?
Would you like to slash me?
Who? Me? Oh, we're going?
In general, we are.
Why
Are
did
my
I
eyes, is it
not
just my
live?
eyes out of focus?
Are your
we
personal
not live?
eyes out of focus?
Maybe.
From
Might
1
be.
minute ago, it ended.
Could be.
Looks the same as usual to me.
Why? What? Why can I hear myself? No, we're not ended.
Yeah, it says we're
That's
ended.
weird. No way. We're live. Wait.
Click on the chat button.
Hey, look, we're live. There we are.
Oh.
This is live? Oh, hang on. This is. Hi. Is this live? Are we live? Hey, we're live.
Yes. Forgot to put in the hot lurk at home. I'm an idiot.
Ooh. Hot home lurk.
I guess it's Discord time.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I should just set it up so the bot does that. That'd be smart, eh?
Let's just mute this site, and then we'll turn the sound back on so they get a lurk. Go to Mr. Hot Dog, give him a hot lurk. Mr. Hot Dog, that's who he is. He's Mr. Hot Dog.
Wow.
Right?
Sit and Void Your Bowels podcast.
Sit
there
the
we
void.
go. I've done it.
Where's the self-promotion?
Stream announcements? Nah. General. We're doing a generality.
Don't know where to post this.
So, I'm going to
But,
post
hey.
it in every channel.
We're live. The bag. Plug yourself.
Bag.
Hello, friends.
Hello, countrymen.
We're live. Oh my God.
What?
We have been logged out.
Of?
Twitch.
Why?
I don't know. Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live. I don't know. It's just like, hey, you're logged out. Cool. Log in. We're back. Been live for 3 minutes and we're back.
Don Daddy followed us yesterday.
Don Daddy followed us yesterday. He likes that fresh hot. What is happening? Wheels, please rotate. They just don't want to rotate. Oh, there's a box.
He likes the fresh hot what?
The fresh hot takes on gaming news.
Oh, baby.
Why can I hear myself? Like, what's happening?
The fresh hot. The hottest of fresh takes all that about.
Hello? Oh, let's get rid of this.
Oh.
Ah, yes, we've done it.
What was that?
That was the amp.
Oh.
I
The amphetamines.
need to completely tear this whole studio apart.
No. You
Yeah.
just finished it.
No, I gotta tear it apart. All the electronics, anyway.
Oh.
Figure out where the grounding issues are.
No, baby. That sounds fun.
You still hear it?
Hear what? The noise? I hear all sorts of noise.
Let me
Wait,
get rid
yes.
of this. Let me get rid of this. It's so loud.
Vibe is off.
Vibe off. Off vibe.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stream Void Podcast, episode 12. We've got a baker's dozen, actually,
Wow.
depending on when you bake. What year
baker's
you
dozen?
baked it. Well, because the baker's dozen
Uh-oh.
back in the day used to be like 13 or
Yep.
more,
Mm-hmm.
because people were getting mad that they were getting ripped off on weight.
Oh.
So you had to add more to a baker's dozen to make it a baker's dozen.
Is that a fact?
That is a fact, because people
Wow.
get mad because you used to buy things by weight. And so if you had a dozen and it wasn't actually up to the weight, they'd be like, hey. So you just like throw in an extra one to make sure it was up to weight.
Okay, so we don't have a baker's dozen?
No, we have
A regular dozen?
a 2020 baker's dozen.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
could be
then.
bad. It could be bad.
That's good. That's good. Yes.
Oh, it is November the 1st, 2020.
Wow, it
We're
is.
almost through the year.
We've almost made it.
We've almost made it. And both of us are still alive,
Yes. Hanging on.
hanging on
Toughing it out.
in the corona times, the times of the corona.
I got my mask right here.
It's a fanciful mask
Made by my mom.
made by your mother.
Indeed. Out
It's
of
nice.
leftover material from my nephew's clothing. So it looks like I'm wearing like an 8-year-old's pair of underwear on my face, maybe. I don't know.
It definitely does.
Yeah,
It's got a nice football motif.
Football
nice, red
and
highlights.
there's a dog footprint on it for some
Dog
reason.
footprints and
And a
footballs?
football helmet. Maybe that's supposed to be some fake team logo. I don't know.
It could be the
The
San Francisco
Wildcats? I don't know. Golden cat? The foot bars. Wow.
the foot paws.
Very good.
The San Francisco foot paws. Yes. Everyone knows about the San Francisco foot paws.
Indeed.
So, yeah, it's about that time where we go, how was your week?
Well, first we should say that you're Mikey T and I'm
Oh,
Curb
yes, I am
Stomps,
Mikey
if you're
T.
new to the show.
It's me, Mikey T, on the right-hand side of the screen, if you're not
what?
watching.
Yes, exactly. And I'm Curb Stomps, and you can't see me.
But he's on the left side of the
There
screen,
you
which is also in front of me.
How was the work week? It was whatever. It was nothing major going on as usual, and then I was not feeling well on Thursday, and I got sent home. So
Oh, excellent.
yeah, and then I just was like, I guess we'll just make it Friday as well. So
Extra long weekend.
it turned out that way.
I like it.
Yep,
I like having a long weekend.
it was
This
good.
week was not long for me.
No,
No, it was. Well, maybe it wasn't. No.
how come?
Standard work week. Didn't get anything done in an
Oh.
Airbnb with a bunch of guys.
Oh, I see.
And then Friday, they were like, hey,
Oh
just go up to Clearwater and do this job.
easy.
Yeah.
Clearwater's so nice though.
It's
like a
not
little
bad.
vacation.
It's a little bit foggy, a little bit rainy.
Yep, that sounds like Clearwater.
And that was a 13-hour day.
Perfect, easy.
Got back at 8 o'clock
Nice.
and just started, just had a nice relaxing stream.
A relaxing stream of
Apex Legends.
Apex Legends. Is that considered relaxing?
I guess.
Mm.
It's not, it's pretty relaxing, I'd say.
I would-
I relax a bit by screaming into my microphone a bunch.
Yeah, okay. Baby rage going on for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's good.
That's all I
I
played this
think I
weekend.
played like Apex with you Friday night, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Friday day.
Saturday.
No,
Friday
it
day.
was just Saturday day that you played. Apex
Saturday
with me.
day. Oh yeah.
And Saturday night.
Yes, indeed.
And then I played with our mutual stream knower, Cujo.
Yes. Got a few victories, a couple dubs, couple 3 dubs.
And one of his Disney clansmen,
Mm-hmm.
Disney Boomba? No, Disney Timon
Disney Timon.
was his Apex name.
That's not his sister?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. No.
It
It
was
was
the
very,
guy?
very
Okay.
male-like voice.
Okay.
I wonder if they were playing from the same
The same net
internet
cafe? Probably. Just screaming at each other.
That was hilarious. That was a lot of fun, actually.
Indeed.
Even though I had 250 ping straight to the Singapore servers.
That's okay. Just the lag helps out. The bullets bend more.
Somehow it did. Somehow I didn't do too bad, and we banked like 3 dubs.
I saw that, and then when I joined in the squad, it went all downhill. I'm like an anchor dragging everybody down. So.
Well, that's the thing, is that Cujo plays at like a platinum diamond level,
Oh yeah.
and so he's like, "Let's go, let's go, it's time to go."
Yeah,
And
that's
as
true.
long as you just listen to him, as long as he actually communicates that this is what he's doing, then it's we're actually with him.
I tried to keep up, but I couldn't keep up.
That's so hard.
Well, I mean, yes.
Especially when he's playing like Pathfinder or something, he's just grappling all over the place. You're like, just slow
flying
down.
away.
Slow down. Just
Yeah, you
chill.
got the dubs anyways.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It was a good time.
But I think I came to the conclusion that it's time to retire from the Apex Legends. I looked and I played 138 hours total, and it's just I kind of hit the wall already of my ability in it. I played all day yesterday, and I got 13 kills in like 10 hours. So it's like, I think I'm done. Whoops, hitting my head against the wall in this game. So
you just got to get like Aim Lab or
oh god, I don't want to do that.
Kovacs.
I think I played for 138 hours already in this game. I don't know what else aiding my aim is going to do for me.
It'll help a lot because then you're just sitting there training the baser reflexes.
But what am I going to do? Play that for 138 hours and then I got to go back into the game? I played that for 138 hours and I didn't get any better.
You just drive those drills into you.
But I did it in the actual game.
Yes.
So I don't know. I don't think that's going to solve the situation at all. So yeah. Anyways, it was fun for some of it anyways.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it'll be time to hang up the old Apex gun. I don't know.
The old Apex gun charm.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. The gun charm. Hang up my old gun charm.
I am so close to finishing my battle pass, and I think after we're done here, I'm going to try and grind out more of it today.
I don't know. I might play some more. I don't know.
it's
We'll see. I did buy the battle pass, so it
did.
feels bad to be only like level 25 or whatever. So
I think I got up to level 80, 84, 85 last night.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens anyways. Did you play anything else this week?
I played some Star Renegades in the Airbnb.
Yeah, your fave.
I didn't make it past the first stage.
Sad.
First world.
Low energy.
I got effed. Well, at the end, the main boss guy has 40 armor, I think, and if you cannot do damage to its hit points until you can get over that armor. So if you do 41 damage, then you do 1 damage to their hit points. And I didn't equip myself with a team that penetrates armor or gets rid of armor.
Jeez.
I was like, I got all the way and I was like, oh man, what have I done?
Rookie mistake. Terrible.
So I was getting rid of its shield easy, and then I'd like get half of its hit points down and be like, oh well, here's all my shields back. I'm like,
Oh, sad.
I know.
Very sad.
I was very sad.
No, I mean you're sad.
Oh yes, that is also true.
Wow, that was rude of me.
Incredibly rude.
Very good.
Yeah.
What else did I play this week? Minecraft, of course. Did a bunch of stuff.
You played a creepy game.
Oh, I did. What was that called? The Maid of Scare. What an on-the-nose name.
Yeah.
It's spelled S-K-E-R, so I'm like, The Maid of Scare. It was free with gold.
Skirt.
Games with gold on Xbox. So I was like, I'll play this. And then it started playing it, and they're like, oh, you're going to the Hotel Scare. And it's like, oh my god, what is this name? Anyways. It's like a sneaky, spooky game. It was kind of cool. I got halfway through. I'll finish it off next time on the spooky Friday night stream.
Spooky Friday.
Yeah, it was interesting. The story kind of cool. It's like it seems like they captured like a mermaid or something at this hotel, and they were using it to lure boats in to crash on. It takes place in 1870.
It's like mermaids were still a thing.
Or mermaids were still a thing, and in the fictional world, they were real. And they're using it to lure boats in to crash, and that's how they're getting money. And then the mermaid, they were trying to teach these women how to do the mermaid song and stuff, so you're trying to figure out what's going on. And it's interesting. I like it. For free, the price was right.
The price is always right when it's free.
Exactly.
So if you guys do not have Game Pass right now, you should probably go out there and pick it up.
Well, this wasn't Game Pass.
It wasn't
This was
Game Pass?
Games with Gold.
Oh, Games with Gold.
It was part of my ultimate game Xbox subscription. But yeah, I would recommend it for sure. And the other thing I played was I was playing 6 months ago. I was playing Assassin's Creed Revelations, which is one of my least favorite of the Ezio games. If you know what Assassin's Creed, you know what that means. But
I do not.
Anyways, he was like the main dude from Assassin's Creed 2 through Revelations, like the main assassin you play.
Okay.
And this was the last one I hadn't beat, and I was playing it, and then my save got corrupted on the Xbox One somehow, and it would like, well, there's a backup save. Do you want to try to load it? And I was like, yeah, we'll try that. And then it would just say sorry. Oh no, it would freeze the game and crash it on the Xbox One. And then if I went to do it with the cloud save on the Xbox 360, it would freeze the whole Xbox 360. So I was like, oh, okay, this sucks, because I was very far into it. So I bought a new hard drive to transfer all the games over to the Xbox Series X, a USB 3.0 drive. So I copied all my games over, and I copied over Assassin's Creed, and I was like, okay, I'll try one more time and see. And I tried it, and it was like, well, your save's corrupted. Do you want to try the backup? And I was like, okay, I know where this is going. So I said, yeah, try the backup, and then it was like, oh, it loaded. Wow.
Oh.
This is good.
What luck.
What luck. So I was like, okay, let me play it, get to a save point. It crashed and locked up before the final mission of the game. I literally was at the last mission. I did the next mission, and I beat the game. So I was like, wow, okay. It's a good thing I got it loaded up. So
Yeah, no kidding.
that's Assassin's Creed Revelations is like the worst of the those ones.
Is it the one where you're in like America?
No,
and, like,
that's
Civil War?
Assassin's Creed 3, and that one is good.
Okay.
I got that one free as well. Somehow there was like I don't know how I did it, but they were giving it away free on Xbox Live in like Peru or something like that. It was crazy.
What?
And there was a thing where you could like make an account in Peru and just download it. So I was like, okay. And I made like a fake Peru account, but somehow it tied into my regular Xbox Live account. So it's on my regular Xbox account.
Yeah.
So I played it through that way. And when I first played it, I was like, oh, this game's not really that good. But then once you get out and going, it's actually really good. You get to explore all like the East Coast of the United States, Independence times. So it's like George Washington times. Yeah. And it's actually really good. And it ties into, they all tie into each other, but I'm a big fan of
that one having a multiplayer element where you were like,
they all do basically.
Yeah, where you were like stalking around trying to figure out who the other assassins are.
Yeah. They pretty much stopped that now. Like, I don't think Assassin's Creed Origins or Odyssey has multiplayer, but they did have these. Well, they're trying to keep it from you to selling the game back to GameStop used by putting in this multiplayer game that no one asked for. So, yeah. But they're all good. I like the Assassin's Creed games. So.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of gameplay of that multiplayer in 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is really cool.
Yeah.
I could get into this.
It's all right, but no one asked for that. They'd rather just have the regular single-player game. So I never played them.
No.
Maybe they are good. I don't know.
And
just never asked about them.
Black Flag had some kind of team deathmatch pirate ship game, I'm assuming. That sounds like fun.
I don't know. I never played the multiplayer in that either, but maybe that would make sense.
Yeah, if they had like multiplayer
tank battles,
yeah,
ship battles. Yeah.
Why is it flying on the high seas with your cannons?
Exactly. I also played some Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins, but then I had to stop because I was like, man, like the Series X comes out next week, and I'm getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla as the game I'm playing. So it's like, I shouldn't be playing Assassin's Creed games right now. It's just not where we need to be when the Series X comes out, and I'm just like all tired of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, no kidding.
So yeah, I stopped playing. So yeah.
Yeah, how many more days? Like when is the 10th or the 12th?
The 10th.
So 9 more days.
So I better get it on the 10th, or I'll be upsetty spaghetti.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Amazon.
we should look up after this. We should look up when they're actually going to be shipping the units out and seeing like where they are.
Amazon says they'll give me a shipping date when they know.
Oh man!
So
we know they're in stock. We've seen pictures of them in stores.
So hopefully they'll ship it on like the 8th or something, and I'll get it on the 10th.
I wonder when the PlayStation 5s are going to ship out. I wonder when people are getting those.
I think it's the same, but who knows?
It's probably not. I haven't heard anything about it. Really,
even
doing any of this research, I haven't seen anything about when the PlayStation 5s are going to be shipping, when they're going to be in people's hands.
Yeah, I guess it'll be. Who knows?
Series X first to market.
Yeah, when's the PS4 5 come out? The 12th?
Although people are, I saw some pictures on Twitter of some people and Reddit, of course, of some people getting their controllers like that they ordered.
Yeah, I mean,
So
who cares about the controller? They can ship those out whenever. It's not like you can use it. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I don't know if you can use the Series X controller on the Xbox One. I know you can use your regular Xbox One controllers on the Series X, so
I wonder about the newer console controllers and PC gaming.
Well, I think this Series X controller will just use the existing wireless dongle. So I think it's okay that way. Oh, and speaking of dongle, no wait, my Xbox Game Labs controller arrived this week.
I saw pictures. Looks great.
Man, it's hot pink with a metallic. Actually, it's not really hot pink, but it's pink with metallic rose gold sort of triggers on it and all white buttons. Man, it's fresh. It's so nice. Got my name laser etched on it.
I didn't see I only saw the top-down shot of it in the box, so I didn't really see any of the triggers. Or
the bumpers are just pink, and then the triggers are just a metallic pinkish color. Probably a mistake getting a metallic pink because it's probably just a finish on top that'll wear off. But I don't care. It looks so good. And it was supposed to arrive on the 10th, and it showed up on the 28th or something like that. So it was pretty good. Yeah, I like it a lot. And I don't think I ever talked about. I just talked about I was gonna do it. I never talked about how it worked.
Oh yeah.
Because I was just like thinking you could be like, I want a blue trigger left and a green trigger right. No, it doesn't work that way. You could choose just the sets basically. If you wanted the triggers to be pink, they could be pink. You couldn't choose like a red and a green one or something like that.
That would be cool if you could.
Yeah. And then the bumpers had to be the same. And then you could choose the color from the front of the controller, the back of the controller. The buttons you could only choose. They could be black, white, gray, or the regular Xbox red, green, blue, yellow buttons. And then the hamburger and the line button, start and select, they had to be the same color as the face buttons. And then you could choose to get your name engraved, laser etched on it. So I was like,
hell yeah,
I'll do it. Why not? I'm getting this anyways. So yeah, I was pretty impressed by it. I don't know. Well, I know why they had to shut it down. Probably no one did it. Like, it was around for like 3 years or whatever. And
there's
I was like, that's cool.
Out there.
Well, and they do better.
Yeah.
This is just a basic controller that's pink, but
yeah.
I was thinking about it too. Like, I have so many like controllers, that weird controllers that I bought that I need to like do some sort of like shadow box, like art thing. Not art thing, but like mounted in a shadow box. So I was thinking like, I have the original. Before they did the dual shock not even dual shock on the PS1, they had the analog stick, because when the PS1 first came out, it had the D-pad.
Yeah, no analog sticks.
No analog sticks. Then they released an analog one that was different than the final version that I bought. It had longer handles that came down where you hold your hand. It had a different name. I bought that at Toys R Us. I got that, and then there's like, they got the Xbox original, like the Duke controller. There was another weird one. Oh, I have the Xbox 360 controller with the transformable D-pad that you would turn and it would pop out of the controller. And then you would turn it and it would go back in to be the regular disc style it had on the Xbox. Because I don't know if Nintendo still has this patent on it or copyright, but the Plus D-pad is owned by Nintendo, yeah. That's why, like, on the PlayStation, it's not 4 buttons, but it looks like 4 buttons.
Yeah.
So Xbox did this thing where it would transform and then somehow got around it. It's like metallic, and you literally turn it and it like clicks out of the thing, and then you want to reset it, you just turn it again and it pops back in. So
interesting. I've never seen that before.
I'll have to find it and pull it out. I stopped using it. But I got like a pink one from the Xbox 360. I got like the Halo one. I got like all these ones. I was like, I'm never going to use these again. Like, that'd be kind of cool in like a shadow box thing on the wall. But then I was also, that'll probably cost like $200 to do.
Yeah.
It's like, do I want to do that? Probably not. So
I want it. The shadow box I want to do has a SID chip from a Commodore 64.
Copy of Maniac Mansion next to it.
Yeah. Like a SID chip and like an 8088 processor and all the old stuff.
Very good.
I'd like just the chipset out of the Commodore 64. I'd like to do that.
Interesting. That would be cool. Make it into a keychain.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, actually, that'd be an expensive keychain. I don't think those chips are cheap, especially the SID chip.
Probably not.
Collectors they need these SID chips that work so that they can rebuild their 64s,
exactly.
their G64s.
That'd be good. You just have to find a broken one. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
So my new microphones came in, and they come in these nice little hard shell carrying case, and it's all in there.
These will be good for
Yeah,
the old
hopefully.
show. We'll see how it goes. Looks snazzy anyways.
Yeah,
you can't see the way they look, but they look nice.
Yeah, they're nicely in the hard shell case. They got more robust wiring on them. Like the other ones were very anemic wire.
Yes.
And these are very robust.
The clips are metal, not plastic. They feel like they're metal anyways.
They could be. But it comes with extra clips. It comes with like one of the super rabbit fur wind buff.
Oh, wow, this is like, wow, this is like they killed a rabbit and put it in this little bag here.
Yeah.
That's
and it comes
crazy.
with extra clips and extra muffs. So,
wow, I love an extra muff.
Yeah, and there was only $30.
Nice.
And I paid $50 for the XLR one. So hopefully they
these
work just as
good.
well.
They definitely seem nicer than the other ones for sure. A lot nicer.
Do.
Oh, I broke it. No, just kidding. So, yeah.
So yeah, we'll have some new, because those you could start to hear on the old ones. They're starting to crackle real bad from the wires getting separated from so much use.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because they got used a lot and abused. Because, little, 22 gauge wire on those things?
Yeah, dude.
It's just awful.
So hopefully those sound good. We'll see. Hopefully when Corona goes away, we can use them again.
Well, my mother has moved out, but because Corona's getting so much worse.
Yes, and people are dumb. Not anyone we know. They're not dumb, generally.
Definitely not. But still, you go into stores around here, and it's like, hey, mandatory masks. Put your masks on.
Yeah, not quite yet.
Especially in the bigger city I was down in, it's like 50-50.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, wow. You guys are playing fast and loose with your lives.
I can't wait until we got to make it mandatory in the store, and I can just tell people to leave. No, you can't come in. Sorry. And they'll be like, what about my freedoms? I'll be like, you're free not to wear a mask outside.
Yeah. You're free not to infringe upon our health. Exactly. Thank you.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Mandatory lockdown. Let's do it.
Except we have to buy like 10,000 masks because we'll have to give them to every customer if they don't have a mask.
Here's your free mask. You can come in the store now.
Exactly. So, yeah. Anyways, whatever. Masks suck.
Yeah.
But we all got to wear them.
Yeah. I'm all right with that.
Indeedy.
I'm all right with that. So, yeah, Mom moved out. She's in her new place. So we'll be able to do that once the coronavirus has
next February,
subsided.
March.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
We're in our second one.
Exactly, no doubt. Well, hopefully they'll lock it down, and that'd be great. And they shut down everything because I don't want to go to work.
Well, lucky you, you're not essential service.
Yeah, well, you know what though? Like the boss kind of thinks we are.
Well, I guess you do provide food items, so you could be considered.
But I think they could come in at any time and be like, "No, you're not essential. Sorry." With this dollar store quality food you're selling here.
Hey, you get some good food in there.
Sometimes.
I enjoy perusing the snack section here and there.
Sometimes.
And sometimes you got like a whole half of lamb.
Yes.
A whole half of goat,
true.
rather.
That's rare, though. That's not something that happens all the time. Those are New Zealand goats, too.
Yeah, New Zealand goat. Just a whole half of them.
Yep.
A whole half.
Did you buy one?
No. What the hell am I going to do with half of a goat?
Roasted in the backyard, of course. Of course. So.
If anyone's had goat, just leave it down below in the comment and let us know what it tastes like.
Actually, I shouldn't say ew. All I've had is goat cheese, and that made me want to barf. So I'm not a huge cheese fan, though. I like a good mozzarella.
Yeah.
A nice cheddar.
I've had
like
lamb,
exotic
and
cheese.
I don't even really like lamb.
I've had a bite of lamb, and it was whatever.
I like a lamb vindaloo. Hook me up, but like just straight up lamb chops. Ugh.
No.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Too
no.
grass fed. Bitter.
Oh yeah, you need to be like caged, force-fed meal pellets. Delicious,
extra delicious.
Exactly. So should we talk about some news, or do you got something else you want to say?
We should talk about some news. So it's kind of a slow news week. Kind of slow. We didn't, and we were pretty busy this week, so we didn't have too much time to get a whole ton of.
No, it was just a slow news week. I was looking every day, and like. There was not a whole bunch to talk about, but we found some stuff anyway. This is the Mikey T zone we're moving into here.
Yeah, we're gonna
tell me all about this.
We're gonna talk a little bit about hardware here.
Yay!
It's not that much because nothing really happened except the 3070s launching. The RTX 3070s launched. I logged in at 6:30 to try and get one. Gone.
Man, you don't need one of these, do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do?
3070s?
Oh, okay.
So let's talk about the 3070s.
You got a serious look on your face there when I said, do you need one of these? You're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you should get one too.
Why?
These are on power with the 2080 Ti's.
Okay, those are good.
But
I know this.
for $1,000 to $1,300 less.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Wait, how much do they cost?
They're $700 to $799.
Ooh, that's like a whole Xbox.
It sure is.
Over a whole Xbox.
But during all the benchmarks that I've seen, they're like 1% better, 1% worse than the 2080 Ti's.
So will this make Minecraft look better?
Oh yes.
Oh yes, he says.
Like this is it's crazy.
Mm.
And they're only like $700, and that's Canadian.
Oh,
700 Canadian.
Okay, now I'm interested. Now I'm interested.
If it was 700 American, no.
So like, if I go onto the website and I see this RTX 3070 on sale, do I just buy you one and you pay me back?
Yeah.
If I see one for sale, I just buy it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll keep it in mind.
That's what you do.
Okay. Just get 2?
Yeah.
Okay. It'll fit in my tower?
It will.
It'll fit?
Yeah,
I don't need to saw off another
They're no
thing?
bigger than the 1060s that we have.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll keep my eye out for you.
You should. I'm going to be keeping my eye out as well.
All right.
And I'm going to keep my eye out for 3080s as well. And,
Ooh, 3080.
Yeah. But there was some CPU-Z validation going on for the 3060 Ti.
Okay.
So we've got some stats out there for the 3060 Ti's. And they're going to be similar to in power to the 2080s. Not the 2080 Ti's, the 2080s. And this is the 3060 Ti, the budget edition cards.
What does the TI mean?
The Ti, that's like the sport. That's like the touring edition.
So it's supposed to be what?
More powerful.
So how is it less? Oh, it's a 3060.
Yeah, it's
not
a 3060.
3070.
And the 60 series, the 50 series and the 60 series are normally like the budget cards. Which is why ours are.
But what does the
budget.
TI actually mean? Does it mean anything? Or is it just like they added an X?
Yeah, it's just like adding an X. It's
I
like
always just
TI.
thought it was like in my business, if I see something TI, that means titanium.
Titanium.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So
TI is the titanium.
Yeah, like if
element.
I'm looking at a knife or whatever to sell in the store and it's like the TI one, it's titanium. So is this like got titanium in it?
No.
No. Okay.
It's definitely the touring edition or the sport edition.
Yeah, but I edition does not start with I.
I mean, it all depends on who you ask.
Who am I asking?
Someone who can't spell.
Oh, okay. All right.
Edition. It is an
Yes.
edition.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
So yeah, it's gonna deliver similar performance to your 2080 regular or your 2080 Super, is what they're saying.
So that would improve my Minecraft experience
That would
too.
improve your
How much
Minecraft.
are these things worth?
We don't quite know.
Oh, is this the one they said they weren't going to be making, but they're like,
Oh,
Wink,
they're
I'm
definitely making it.
gonna make it anyways, even though
They're
I said we're not
definitely
going to make it. Wasn't there one they said they're not making?
Well, they said that the 3070s weren't going to come out until later. Like they weren't going to launch in this month in October, but they did anyway.
It's November.
Well, no, they launched in October. Though.
Oh,
they launched last week.
Okay. I get you.
And yeah, they're saying the article says under 400 pounds. So I would imagine it's
That's
gonna be
heavy. I would hope it weighs less than 400 pounds.
So Chad has just informed us that the TI actually means titanium.
Oh, does it?
It actually does.
Oh, okay. So what part of it's titanium?
Right?
Or is it? Yeah, like what is on it that would be titanium?
I don't know. Maybe the
Like the little. I don't know how they work.
sink.
Is the little
Heat sink bracket, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, what do they do when they do the little lines between the little things on the board? What is that made out of?
I don't know. Oh, the traces?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's got to be copper or something.
Okay. Maybe it's the tubes. They're titanium. What are the tubes
gold.
for?
Oh
Gold?
yeah, maybe the tube, like the heat. No, the heat spreader. I don't think titanium's a good
I don't know.
conductor of heat.
I don't know.
Or is it?
I don't know.
Metallurgists,
Metal aficionados.
Yes, will let us know.
Okay.
Just post it down there.
Very good. Well, that's interesting. So that is what it means. Wow. I used my deductive reasoning to solve that
And
one.
or insight. Yes. Wow. So yeah, under 400 pounds, which means it could probably be $399 pounds. Which is probably going to be about $500.
Okay.
I
made a dumb joke.
$500, I would imagine, is what these cards are going to cost.
Very good. So, but I should get a 3070. I should get a 3090. Is that a thing?
3090s are a thing, but they are $1,200.
I don't like that price.
No, $1,200 American. They're $2,000.
That's
Canadian.
worse. That's worse.
They're very expensive.
So 3070.
And the boost that you get for gaming over a 3080 is not. I don't think it's worth it. If you're doing a workstation where you're like compressing video and all that,
sometimes, but not often.
Yeah. So your 3090 is not going to be worth it for you. For
And again, I
2,000
have the 1060, and I've been like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that long to do a video.
No.
So, anyways, that's cool.
And in other
Mhm.
video card news,
Yep.
the Radeon RX 6000 series was announced,
Oh.
and they put up some stats up there.
They're kind of similar.
They're kind of similar. They're very similar.
So they say.
So they say the 6800 XT, which is supposed to be on par with your 3080, is going to launch November 18th for $649 American.
Oh, boo, American.
Which is quite a bit cheaper than the
So-
3080s.
Could I put this in my computer?
You could.
So what's the difference between these guys?
It's just the chipsets.
So, but like,
And
it's just how they do the stuff?
yeah, it's how they do this stuff. Like Radeons do not have real RT cores or CUDA cores or any of that kind of stuff. So like the different chips within the chips.
Oh,
The chipset.
okay. There you go. I was waiting
it's-
for you
it's
to
a
get to
whole
the
different-
English part.
Yeah, it's a whole different system.
Okay. The CUDA cores, you say.
CUDA cores.
Oh, of course. What was I thinking?
But they say it's going to be able to do ray tracing. They say it's going to be
Oh.
on par with the 3080.
Can it do the
Or
RTX?
Yeah, that right? We don't know if we can do the RTX.
How could it?
We're going
Is an
to
RTX something that's owned by
yeah.
those other fools who do the
It
other
is,
cards?
and I don't know if a Radeon card will be able to do RTX voice.
Probably not. Well, I guess they could fake it.
They could.
I mean, I guess RTX is just faking it anyways.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm going to talk to one of the latest Twitch streamers out there, 9Arsons, who's of course been on the podcast, and we'll work him through and set him up on RTX voice and see if it actually works with his card.
Oh, interesting.
So one of the reasons that the Radeon series cards do not get the press that the NVIDIA cards get is that sometimes they're plagued with problems, like driver problems, and they
Oh.
don't work
I
fully
wonder
up
if
to
my old
snuff.
computer was Radeon, because my old computer was a turd. I hated it. It would always crash and stuff. And now my new computer, the only time it ever crashed is when I installed that terrible program called Voice Meter Banana. That's the only time my computer ever blue screened.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
interesting. I don't think I've had mine blue screen from Voice Meter,
Oh, it definitely was Voice Meter.
but Voice Meter does mess up here and there.
Oh, yeah.
So these Radeon cards are going to be able to work hand in hand with your AMD chips.
Okay.
Like they're going to be, you're going to see like I think they're saying like a 10% gaming boost in FPS and stuff like that, a 10% power boost when you're using a AMD card and an AMD chip, because they're going to be able to work.
That sounds
hand in
illegal.
hand.
That sounds illegal.
Well, it's going to be just like how the Xbox and the PlayStation are using them as well, because they have an AMD chip and an AMD card inside, and it's going to be have that direct access memory that they do, where they just bypass
I see.
and just throw stuff straight into the video memory.
So I think the one other thing the RTX, sorry to go back to this, the RTX sound thing they're doing is like, it's like ray tracing for sound, isn't that? Oh, wait, maybe I'm confused. Never mind. I'm thinking of something different. That's on PS5, I think. They're doing like the ray tracing for sound. Yeah, I'm wrong. That happens often.
Yeah, so AMD made a big splash. They're like, hey, these are our performance numbers, and so it's just no one's got them in their hands. But this is supposed to be with the 2080 Ti, the 68
4K 60?
at 4K 60 just outperforms.
Who wants
it the
60
entire
frames
time.
per second? Give me 2K 120.
Right?
Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
exactly.
And their numbers and their graphs are showing everything's better.
Okay,
on the-
we'll wait till someone actually can benchmark it themselves.
And those should be coming soon, if not already out. So
I've got an RT. Wait, I've got the other ones, right? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah.
It's worked fine. I'm not gonna switch teams unless there's a crazy deal or something like that.
yeah.
Even then, I don't know.
If everything comes out stable and everything works fine, then I might switch teams, because the Zen 3 architecture for the new chips, it's power, raw power.
Oh, sure, okay, whatever. I guess so.
I don't know. Like I keep saying, it's an exciting time for gaming right now with everything new coming out,
You know it.
and it's all coming out kind of at the same time, which
yes,
is crazy.
sir. 10 days.
Yep.
Series X. Party. Speaking of the Xbox.
Yeah, well, PlayStation.
No, sorry, PlayStation.
We're talking about PlayStation now. The first 12 hours of PS5 pre-orders match the first 12 weeks of PS4.
Well, I think that's. I didn't actually look at this, but I have to think that's because they didn't have the PS4 available in Japan at launch. It was only available in North America, so I'm sure that cut down on their sales a fair amount. I don't know. If last time they couldn't make enough consoles for whatever reason, and this time they seem to be able to make enough for everybody.
So the article says that it's PlayStation 5's in the U.S. in the first 12 hours.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that's for the first 12 weeks of the PlayStation 4 in the U.S. It just says PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's because there was none except in North America and Europe in the first 4 weeks. In the first 6 months or something, 3 months or 6 months or something. It didn't launch in Japan until way after.
Yeah, which is weird.
Well, I mean, the money's to be made in the West now, not the East. So, yeah, I mean, people are excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for the Xbox, but that's me.
I mean, everyone spreads buttered one way or another.
Indeed. Some are right and some are wrong. No, just kidding. I mean, if I go into the store and see a PS5 sitting there, I'll buy it. I'm not going to pre-order it, though.
No, and you're not going to see one in store.
Who knows? You go into the right store, dude. If you go in the right store, there's a chance.
There is yeah, I guess there would be.
Like, I'm sure Shoppers Drug Mart will get 2, and maybe you go in the right time when they're unloading the truck.
Oh yeah, and or one's just sitting way up on the shelf, just like
or you
on
go
its
into
side where you can't even read it.
You go into the source, and there's just no one shops there, and you're just like, yo, give me one PS5, and they'll be like, yeah, there you go.
Especially on this side of the river.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wonder. I want to just go right in and see if there's one there.
I mean,
that'd be hilarious.
Yeah. I would do it if I saw one. I almost did that with the Wii U, but then I was just like, I don't really want a Wii U. So, because I just saw them sitting there. So, yeah. People are excited for it, obviously. And, I mean, PS4 whipped the crap out of the Xbox, so people are just staying with the same team. And, I mean, Sony's not really done anything wrong to screw themselves over like Microsoft did last time.
Sure didn't.
And with the backwards compatibility on the PS5... for the PS4 games, smart play. Sony's smartening up.
Although Team Green is looking a little bit more appetizing this time around, that's for sure.
Team Green, is that Xbox?
Yeah, Xbox is green.
Is it?
Team Green.
I guess you're right.
Team Blue.
What?
And Nintendo's Team Red.
I thought, what? No, Sega. No, wait. Sony was red. Don't you remember their original PlayStation ads? You are not Red E.
Yeah, but everything about PlayStation is blue.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Everything about Nintendo's red. Everything
you're
about
right.
Xbox
okay.
is green.
You're correct. You're correct.
Team Green.
I don't like it, but okay. I'll agree. I don't like Team Green. I don't like Team Green.
But yeah, they're looking a lot more appetizing this time around. I'm definitely seriously considering getting a Series S.
S? I mean, it's a hot deal.
If you guys see a Series S box behind me when I'm streaming, you know that thing is going to be given away.
Wow. A giveaway. How do we get a giveaway on stream?
Right?
Like, tell us how, sir.
Oh.
First, you have to be following Mikey T on Twitch. Twitch.tv/MikeyT33.
2 3s.
Mickey T 33.
Mikey T.
Mickey T 33. And then how do you give one away?
Well, you know, we're gonna. I don't know about a new next gen console, but a current one.
Okay, well,
if I hit 100 subs again, I'll give away another console.
Oh my gosh, you must be close by now.
I'm about halfway there.
Wow, yeah. That's crazy.
If we do that, I'll give away another console. What the heck?
Who wants that Dreamcast? Let's go.
Oh, I can't afford a Dreamcast. It's way too expensive.
No, they're not.
No?
No, they're not that much. No one wants a Dreamcast.
No,
I do.
I definitely do. I would definitely take another Dreamcast.
If I win, can I get a 3090 instead? Just kidding. I don't want a 3090. That's too much.
Speaking of too much.
Yeah, too much delays.
Too much delays. Cyberpunk 2020,
2077
is getting delayed until December 10th.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and that reminds me, well, we'll have another thing after this I want to talk about, a little bit Path of Exile, but yeah, this is the second delay. Like, come on. What are they doing here to us? I was excited for this because it was going to come out like right after a week after the Series X came out, and I was ready to play it. I mean, read the article or whatever. Maybe not that article that we're looking at there, but they said they were delaying it because they want to make sure it hits 9.0 on Metacritic from the reviews.
Oh, really?
So
there's a lot of information out there. Like some people were saying on Twitter that even some of the people working on the game were like, "We're getting delayed." What? I didn't know that.
Well, there you go.
And apparently, this other article I read was that it's ready for PC just fine, but they're having problems with the console ports.
Oh, I see. That seems weird because, man, The Witcher ran great everywhere, even on the friggin' Switch. It didn't look as good, so, I mean, I don't know. How much can you improve a game in a month?
Yeah,
I guess it's just technical. It would be nothing story-wise or anything like that.
Yeah,
it would just be technical.
If I'm pretty sure they got the full game ready. It's just some performance hitches on console, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows what's going on?
If that is true, what they're saying, if it's ready on PC but not on the console.
Or it could be just like they were like, well, we've delayed it once. May as well just delay it till it's closer to Christmas. Like, who knows?
Could be.
Like,
could be. Who knows?
Sell more copies just because it finally comes out and everyone's hyped about it for Christmas. Who knows? Could be anything, but it sucks. I wanted to play it.
Yeah, I got no hype for this game anymore.
None?
None.
Why? What do you mean,
I'm not going to get to play it anyway.
Why not?
I just don't have the time.
Oh, you got to make time to make time? I don't know.
Yeah. I got to, not have a job.
Well, what about Christmas break?
Yeah, Christmas break. If Satisfactory 4.0 comes out on Christmas break,
Oh,
then that's what I'm going to play.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
maybe I will play Cyberpunk 2077 over Christmas break. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Okay.
I will be streaming full time over Christmas break.
Oh, there you go. What you need is to get that Project X Cloud and stream it to your phone. I don't know if Cyberpunk is on xCloud or going to be.
Here's the thing about working for the company that I work for.
It sucks.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just that we go to places
Yes.
that have terrible cell service so that we can improve the cell service.
Oh, right. So, okay, I get it. Perfect.
Like that Friday job, that's what that was, is that we were in a cell phone dead zone and we were hooking up a micro cell tower.
So, I thought the cell service in Clearwater was pretty good because I climbed a mountain near Clearwater to a lake called Sheila Lake that's like way up there, and I got cell service. I was live streaming to Facebook from the lake.
Oh yeah, but if you're on a mountain, the cell
Yeah, I guess
towers
so.
can get you. But if you're in the valley,
it was not
it's awful.
near Clearwater though. You still have to drive like a ways away. So,
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah, we were down the embankment on the side of a hill, and it's like there's just no service there.
Fair enough. But yes, because Cyberpunk was delayed till December 10th, the Grinding Gears game Path of Exile, their new update, they've delayed it to get out of the way of Cyberpunk. So that's what they said anyways. They said like, okay, Cyberpunk's coming out here. We don't want to be in the way of Cyberpunk. We're going to delay it.
I 100% trust that is true.
I could believe it for sure. Because those guys, they pump out the updates.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
If you guys want a Diablo clone that is way better than Diablo, play Path of Exile.
It is, I agree. It's a little daunting with their giant, like, I don't even node system for their leveling up, where it's just like 1,000 nodes and you can go anywhere basically.
Yeah, you do not, when you make a character in that game, you do not have to pick a class. You pick a character and that's where you start on the tree.
Yeah, you start in different spots, so different characters have sort of a different default type, but you can always go a different direction and get to a different area.
Yeah, and when you get the Paragon class unlocked, she starts right in the middle of the tree.
Yeah.
And you can pick wherever you want to go and pretty much customize your character to do anything. It can be like a magic rogue that teleports around and slices people with dual
everything
weapons.
about that game though is speed. It's all speed.
Oh, yeah.
Faster. So it's good, but what they've delayed here is they introduced a new league that adds a new concept every 3 months or something like that. So one will be like, oh, you're capturing monsters now, or you're robbing a tomb and you got to escape with the treasure, and so they've delayed that for this. The one thing with those leagues is every time you have to play through the story, you can't just skip over crappy parts, and that kind of sucks. Because it's just like, I gotta go through the beach again.
Yeah, right. You gotta go get the damn medicine chest.
Yeah, like, oh my
crabs.
God. Yeah, like, do I have to do this again? So I had a lot of fun.
Once you're up there, though, I guess whenever you start a new league, you start fresh, too.
Yeah. Every time you got to play through.
You go so fast. Once you know where you're going and what you're doing,
true,
you go
but it's
so fast.
Why can't they just let you skip over it and just start at level at the end game? Like, let me go into the maps right at the start. I don't need to. Or maybe have, like, I know they do races and stuff, like the first to get hardcore.
Oh, yeah. The races are... I've participated in a couple of races, and they're pretty
And you can
fun.
unlock cosmetics and stuff. But, like, maybe just have a league where you just start on maps. You just start at level 60 or whatever, and you're just already at the top. Because that was where the real good stuff was. It was when you got to the mapping and unlocking all that crap. So,
yeah.
Anyways. Oh, my. What the hell was that sound?
I don't know.
We just heard a weird sound, everybody. Hopefully that doesn't come through, but...
I think it might have been Alexa.
Oh, it totally was. Which is the button to turn off the microphone? There we go.
Yeah.
I turned off the microphone.
So if you guys are looking for a Diablo clone, Path of Exile is your game.
Absolutely. So that's why they got delayed, so they say. I believe it. Those guys are crazy.
They are crazy.
New Zealand.
Yeah. Pumping out all the content, all for free.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is you don't have to spend any money. And
the game is free.
Yeah, I did spend money on it on Xbox, but you don't ever have to. Like, you never, ever have to. It's all cosmetic or things to make the game a little easier, like expanded inventory slots and stuff like that. But you don't need any of that stuff.
I think you get a 4-slot bank to start.
Yeah.
But
there's custom different banking slots you can get where one will hold like all your gems and it automatically sorts them, and one will hold...
Auto sort.
Yeah, one will hold all your enchanting... What are they called? Like the little...
Yeah, the orbs.
The orbs. It'll sort all the orbs, or one will sort all your maps, or one will sort all your... there's all sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah. But the great thing is that if you're running a league character and the league ends, all those bank tabs that you have get sorted into... They don't get sorted, but they get added onto your bank.
Yes, into your regular bank. So you can easily send items around.
Yeah, you cannot put anything in them, but you can take stuff out. So you can have, like, if you're running a lot of leagues, and you get a lot of bank tabs.
People are kind of upset about that sometimes, though, because then they have to sort out all their things, and they don't automatically do it.
But that's... I mean... I'd pay money just to get it so that you could have more bank tabs.
Yeah, I did.
Auto sort.
Oh, and that's the other thing. You can't trade with other players. No, wait. How does it work?
You can still trade.
You can't put it in the like for sale section unless you have the for sale tab. Like, you can just manually be like, I have this for sale. Does someone want to buy it? But if you want to like list it for sale, you have to have the like for sale tab.
Well, that's kind of cool. You can start your own kind of store,
and then people will buy crap off of you. So, a fun game. I recommend it.
Yeah, highly recommended.
Moving on.
So, of course, we have Stadia.
I heard of it.
The dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And apparently people are still having good times with that.
Are they?
I guess. It's still active. They're getting games on it, like Pac-Man 64. Then we have Luna coming out.
Oh, yeah.
It's already in beta. That's apparently better.
Mm-hmm. And
now... we're going to have Facebook. Facebook cloud gaming services are coming, people.
Farmville 2.0. Let's go.
Farmville 2.0, yes. So it's going to be free. Okay. There's no upfront costs. They're going to be in-app purchases. And it's in beta currently, right now, in California and Texas and some other states.
Weird that they chose those two states, I think.
Yeah, there's no AAA games, as it were, out on it, I think.
No,
nothing's been announced that I've seen.
Just Super Lucky's Tale?
Yeah, just all like Facebook style games, I think.
Yeah.
Anything that can run on Facebook, you can probably
I would hope that there would be no charge for that.
You're right.
Jeez Louise. Why
yeah,
would you
not
ever
that I've
pay
seen
for
that there are any AAA services out there, but it is going to be a cloud gaming service.
God, if it's just as bad as Facebook streaming, like for video streaming, I'm not too keen on this, I gotta say.
All right, so some launch titles we have are Asphalt 9.
Oh,
Legends,
yeah.
Mobile Legends Adventure, PGA Tour Golf Shootout, Solitaire, Arthur's Tale.
It's probably a themed solitaire that's like Knights of the Round Table.
WWE Supercard and Dirt Bike Unchained.
These are all mobile games.
Yes,
garbage.
They all look like mobile games. Sound like mobile games.
Terrible. Not interested. It's probably going to be just awful, I would have to think. Like what? Why do you need to do cloud gaming for friggin' like Asphalt 9 Legends? Like, can't you just download that into your browser? Like, anyways, whatever.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Sounds terrible.
Well, apparently as well, apparently if you have multiple Oculus headsets, if you log into the second one on your Facebook account, banned.
Oh, easy. That's a good way to sell more Oculuses. Maybe they'll get it figured out eventually.
Yeah, they probably will.
Okay, enough about Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook sucks.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
I mean, I guess maybe it'll be better later, but now, like, video streaming on Facebook sucks. It looks like crap. Anyone that's streaming on there should switch to Twitch, Aaron.
Or YouTube.
Yeah, even YouTube would be better.
YouTube, yeah.
Or Ustream? Is Ustream still around?
I don't know.
I've been listening to these old podcasts, and they're always talking about how they were streaming on Ustream. I'm like, oh, yeah, Ustream.
I've streamed on Ustream before.
Ustream. I forgot about that. So,
like 10 years ago, I did some DJ streaming on Ustream.
Very good. All right. What's next?
We have some Xbox news, some
Yay.
Xbox software news now.
Mm-hmm.
All Xbox 360, Xbox One games playable on the Xbox One will work on the Series X and
Nice.
S.
I like it. I like that a lot. I wish that all the games that were backwards compatible on the Xbox 360 playable on the Xbox Series
How
X.
many 360 games are playable on there?
Oh, lots. But I'm talking about the
quite a
OG
bit.
games. Like, there's some that don't work on the Xbox One. For example, Lord of the Rings, The First Age.
The first.
I think it's
don't
called
know
The
what that
First
is.
Age. It was like a turn-based RPG Lord of the Rings game based off Final Fantasy X.
Oh.
So it has like character switching. You swap out Legolas and bring in like Boromir and stuff like that.
Have I seen? I think I've seen you play
I streamed
that.
it. I streamed
think I've
it.
seen
It
you
was
play
good,
that.
but it's only you can't play it on the Xbox One. It has to be on the Xbox 360. So I wish they would do all those. I know why that one's not. It's licensing, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is exciting.
Yeah.
We already know everything that's going to play on it.
Yeah.
And it's already set up on the Xbox store on the Xbox One. You look, it says like optimized for Series SX, so you know.
Nice.
And yeah, actually, it's fun. Oh, I forgot. I also play. This is a little throwback. This is in regards to Xbox, but I played Final Fantasy 13-2.
Oh.
So I had the disc, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, because I was testing, because I know you could download like the high def stuff for some Xbox 360 games. I was like, how do you know if you've downloaded it? Because like, I don't know if it looks better. Like, I'd have to fire up the Xbox 360 and compare. I'm like, I don't know. So I was looking, and they added in the emulation of the Xbox 360. When you bring up the blades is like the menu on the original Xbox 360. They added a new section that you go to, and you can choose if you want graphics or performance.
Ooh.
So if you have that option, you know it's been updated. So I looked and I was like, oh, it's there. There's the graphics or performance. So yeah, it was cool. And I have all those downloaded. I just have to plug that hard drive into my new Xbox and I'm good to go. It's crazy.
All right, guys. Twitch.tv/CurbStomp. If you look down below, there should be a link to donate. CurbStomp needs a new TV. He can't tell if the textures are 1080p or not, or if they're high def.
Well, I mean, I can tell it looks good, but it's like, is it better than the other version? Unless I have them side by side, I don't know, right? Like, I don't think that's a ridiculous thing to say. Do I need a new TV? Yeah, probably, but like, it's not like I'm not like blind. Like, you can't tell unless you got them side by side.
Well, I guess.
Am I crazy or what? I feel very called out here. So, anyways, yeah, that's cool that they're all ready to go, basically. Yeah. This is the way it's going to be from now till forever.
Yep, definitely.
I love it. It's great. More of that, please. Sony, like, seriously, if PS5 was backwards compatible all the way back, pre-ordered, I'd be pre-ordered right now, dude. Seriously.
If I could take my copy of Carnchart up there and pop that into the PS5.
Carnchart? Seriously, when are we going to do a Carnchart robot battle? This is a programming game for the PS1 where you program a robot to fight each other.
Yeah, you definitely have to be a matholete to
I have
play
2
this game.
copies of that game.
Do you?
Yeah, man. I found them for sale when they were shutting down Superior Video here.
Man.
So I bought 2
one
copies.
copy.
I got 2 copies.
I just don't. How would we even do that? Because you got to have your save game files.
I mean, you just play it on your original PlayStation 1 and put it on your Your memory card.
My what?
Oh, you don't have a memory card?
I don't have a PlayStation 1.
Oh, you got a PlayStation 2?
I have a PlayStation. No.
You got a
I got a PlayStation 2.
Okay, there you go.
Slim.
Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Slim? I don't know. Sony, why are you screwing with us so much here? Come on. I just want to put my disc. That's okay. Other thing, Sony, if you're listening, you got to let me play it off my disc. Don't make me rebuy my games again. Okay,
Yeah,
Sony? Seriously.
You should just be able to send in a photo.
Yeah,
The
okay.
UPC and
Or it could be like on Xbox, you put the disc in and it downloads it. That's fine, but you got to have the disc in there to play it. I don't mind that. But
yeah, that's fine.
Sony, the last time they did this with the PS2 on the PS3. No, wait. PS4. PS3 on PS4. Everyone was like, it's here, emulation. And then they had to buy their games again because they didn't let them just put the disc in.
I've just, looking over your shoulder, I've noticed on my shelf, you see that Eye of Judgment? Sony?
Oh.
It's red.
Oh, that's a greatest hit.
Oh, okay.
That's a greatest hit. Yeah, they were greatest hits.
The old blind Eye of Judgment.
Yeah. What? That was a greatest hit? No way.
Is that a greatest hit cover?
Whereabouts is it? Which shelf?
It's right in that middle shelf, right below Unreal Tournament 2004, and Overlord and KOTOR, right beside Guild Wars Factions, right above the PlayStation stack.
Oh yeah. That is not a greatest hit. I was like, there's no way that was a greatest hit. Yeah, it was red for the PS3. Not anymore though. It's blue.
No,
because they were big into the Spider-Man font.
Yes,
on the
that is
PlayStation.
definitely Spider-Man 3 right there.
Yes.
The Spider-Man 3 font.
They were very big into that Spider-Man font on the PS3. So
that game was so fun. We played that game a lot.
Oh yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah. If anybody doesn't know, Eye of Judgment used the PlayStation 3 camera, pointed down at a mat that had codes on it, and you'd put your card on. The card would come to life on the mat, and it was basically a 3x3 square, and it was basically like almost like tic-tac-toe, but you would have to control 5 spaces out of the board to win, and everyone would do combat in different directions and stuff. It was super fun.
And Mikey used his board game abilities to whip the shit out of me every time we played. I never won one time.
I got
next level skills.
All my decks for that down there.
We should do that on some stream.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be fun.
Yep. Moving on to more Xbox news.
More Xbox news.
Phil, the OG Spencer.
What a G.
Yep.
The OG and the G. Well, he's not the OG, but he is a G.
He's a G.
He is a definite G. All first-party Xbox Series X games will be available on PC.
Yep. We knew this.
Yes.
Yep.
It's amazing.
It's money to be made. Why not? If they're not going to let them be on PS5, they better let them be on PC.
Yeah.
Well, especially like Skyrim. Anything Bethesda. I don't know, dude. I think it's not going to be on PS5.
I think it is.
I don't think it's going to be.
There's even more talk, and he's going to be like, yeah. Or even talk from, what's his face?
I don't know.
Who's his face?
I don't know.
The guy who runs Bethesda?
Oh, Todd Howard.
Todd Howard was like, because Microsoft's hands off.
Yeah.
Which is good and bad.
Yeah.
But Todd Howard's like, yeah, we're still going. Everything's going on to PlayStation. We're not exclusive. We're not doing an exclusive thing.
For what they've announced or what's going forward?
For what
they've already announced everything for all the consoles.
Starfield and Skyrim, or not
Elder
Scrolls 6
yeah.
will be on PlayStation.
They kind of already were announced, so those ones I can see, but who knows going down the line. We'll see anyways. And that can all change too. Like, just because they're hands off right now doesn't mean next week they go like, well, we own you, so no, they're not coming out on PS5.
They need to be hands on.
No, I don't know.
I think they need to be like, hey, different engine.
Yeah, they're definitely doing that. They've already said they've like switched it up.
That's good, because if they didn't,
you couldn't. Yeah. But all first party games coming to PC. I mean, there's not many first party games. So that's not that huge of a deal. I mean, they own a lot of guys now, so it's more impressive, but it's not like, I don't know. That'd be like if Nintendo was like, yeah, okay, we're going to release the next Zelda on PC. That would be in a megaton.
Oh yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Everyone would lose their minds.
Well, Nintendo would make way more money than so that would only make too much sense, I guess.
But Nintendo would be like, no,
not
happening.
Maybe a PC demo and be like, buy the full game on the Switch. So, yeah, this is cool. I mean, it's good for PC people. they always say we just want people to play our games. No, we want to make money. That's the number one thing. We just say we want people to play our games. So they have shareholders to answer to, and the shareholders will determine if these games go to PS5.
100%.
So, yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So next up, Uplay Plus becomes Ubisoft Plus. We already sort of spoke about this last time.
Yeah, we did kind of with their, they're not doing that.
The
Uplay points thing that unlocks.
They are. It's just they're not carrying them over. If they're not getting carried over to the new one, they unlocked everything. And I played Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and everything was available.
Nice.
I didn't have to spend the points or whatever. So they're switching over to their new Ubisoft thing.
Yeah, it's Ubisoft Plus, and they're going to be having a beta on the Stadia and the Luna.
Oh, boo. So the Ubisoft Plus, I think, is their
it's got to be a subscription service.
Yeah, it's their subscription thing. So it's like, in addition to their whole Uplay thing with the points, so you can do challenges.
Uplay Plus is their subscription thing.
So this makes sense because like the first thing Google tested on Stadia was Assassin's Creed. One of them? I don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember, but it was one of the first things they did was they let you play Assassin's Creed in a browser. So, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so all that Ubisoft stuff is going to be coming to Luna and Stadia.
Why is this not going to be on Xbox and PS5?
Yeah, right?
Like, Xbox was way ahead of the curve with that for letting EA do it, even before Microsoft did. The EA Plus, what was it called? I don't even know what it's called on Xbox, but they let that on there way before they did anything. Maybe it's just, I guess it's beta test, so they started out with the garbage systems and then moved their way up. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
yeah, so it's going to be no additional cost to all you Stadia and Luna.
It's crazy, though, that this one is letting, like, EA does not let you play their newest games on there. This one, the Ubisoft one, you can play Watch Dogs Legion and Assassin's Creed Valhalla right out of the box. Whereas EA, you got to wait, like, if you want to play the new Madden, you got to wait like a year until the next Madden comes out, and then they put the old one in.
Well, it is a beta, so maybe they're like, hey.
No, they wanted to just get people to test it out, see how it's going.
And then it'll be like, nah, you don't get to play the new games.
I mean, who knows? Just a test case to see what's going on.
Yeah.
We should have, speaking of Ubisoft, there's a few other Ubisoft things we should just skip down to and come back to those other ones.
Yes, for sure.
Ubisoft released a list of games that they said will not, PS4 games that will not play on the PS5. Lots of Assassin's Creed games like Syndicate, the Chronicles trilogy, which is India, China, and Russia, yeah. And then like some other crap, Risk, Star Trek, Bridge Crew.
Werewolf Within,
some weird
Space
VR
Junkies.
game. So they put this list up saying like, these are not going to play on PS5. They're not backwards compatible. And then, which is in contradiction to Sony's list where they said all these games would work, except the VR one. I think they said the VR one wouldn't work. But then Ubisoft deleted the list off their website. So, like, what's going on?
Right?
Like, did they make a boo-boo? Like, oh, actually, they do work. This was an old list that we just had scheduled to publish, and
maybe they did.
Or maybe Sony was like, "What are you doing?
These games work.
These games do work." Or like, don't say they don't work. Or maybe Ubisoft has just done it because they don't work perfectly.
Oh yeah, could be.
Because I know the PlayStation platform is a little weird sometimes, where they'll introduce updates and it'll be like, "Well, this doesn't work in every game." Like they let you rename your PlayStation account, but then it said like, "Oh, it won't work in every game. It'll display your old name, even though you changed it." So who knows? Maybe this is a technical thing where it's just like, "Oh, the Uplay thing won't launch if you do it in PS5 mode." Who knows? But it's deleted now, so who knows what's going on there. It'll be interesting to see when the PS5 comes out, if they play.
Yeah.
I mean, those games basically all suck, so it doesn't matter. Like, the Syndicate game's not good, in my opinion. I'll have to revisit it, but maybe it's like Assassin's Creed 3, where it was like, when I first tried it, I thought, oh, this is hot trash, but it's actually good. The first two Assassin's Creed games, Syndicate and the other one, on the next gen, like Xbox One and PS4, were not good.
No?
No.
Never played them.
There's the French one, and then there's the Syndicate one. I can't remember what the French one's called.
You can't tell me that Risk is bad.
I can tell you that the video game version of Risk is bad, and I'll say it. I'll die on this hill. Risk sucks.
No, I'll
It's
agree
like
with
the
you.
worst
Risk
game.
is terrible.
Like, what if you started in the one area and you're just boned? I can't remember where it is, but there's one area. If you're down there, you're done.
It's like just give up.
Yep.
And
in other Ubisoft news, ooh la la, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will have cross-platform progression.
Every game should have. Every game
I
that is
agree.
on multiple platforms should have cross-platform.
I agree.
progression. Now that everything's opened up and everyone's like, oh, everything's cross-platform.
Who's buying this on more than one platform? It's like I got it for the Xbox and the PS5.
Ooh.
It's going to be through their Ubisoft Connect thing, which is part of their whole new Ubisoft thing. It's cool. I like it. Every game should be like that.
Yeah,
I should
definitely.
be able to log in my Warframe account on Xbox and play there without having to start at level 0 again.
For sure.
But it's cool. More games need to do it. Even Destiny's done it.
Yeah, Destiny did it.
2 at Destiny sucks.
Does now.
Definitely sucks now.
Yeah.
Very bad. Very bad. What do we got?
We got some Apex Legends in the news. Season 7 is dropping very soon, within a week, I think.
Baby. Maybe I'm coming out of retirement.
The new map, Olympus, is coming out. They dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, the gameplay trailer got me so hyped up because the
you're
new
driving
map,
cars and stuff.
new map. Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
Hop in my hovermobile. Let's go for a spin.
I'm not entirely sure how the cars are going to work. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be into it. The new character launches as well. The Olympus map.
What's her name?
Horizon.
Oh,
Is that what her
baby.
name is?
Something like that.
Something like that.
She's a Gravity Girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
There was this there's event going on now where you go around and you find all these grav lifts and activate them with a key card on Kings Canyon and World's Edge, and that kind of leads you to a hint as to who the new character is.
But we already know.
We already know now because the trailer launched, but her abilities are essentially one of those grav lifts. I think her Q is a grav
also
lift.
looked like her ultimate was a black hole that slurped everybody in.
It was like a short slurp, like a Zyra ult from Overwatch.
I prefer no Overwatch talk. I also prefer a long slurp. It should be. Am I gonna play this?
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to try the new map because we all know the Salty Lord is gonna want to know if there's a new bunker.
That's true. So, are they retiring one of those maps?
Yes, Kings Canyon is out.
No, why?
The bunker is going to be removed.
Why? That's the best map of the two. Boo.
Well, because it's only a mid-season split, not a mid-season triplet.
So what does that mean?
A triplet season. Well, because you play the ranked season, you play on one map, and then halfway through the season,
okay, but it'll still be in the regular,
it might still be in the
non-ranked, non-sweats area.
The non-sweats area.
Yeah.
I think
they can't remove the map, can they?
No.
I
think if they take it completely out, people will complain. So I think maybe.
How am I going to drop bunker, boys?
Maybe it'll be like the same kind of rotation they're doing now, where you like play one map for an hour and a half.
Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that, unless they do it where it's going to be all Olympus for 3 weeks, what they did last time.
Yeah, they might do that.
Didn't they do that when they did the changes?
I don't know.
When the map went through the change? Yeah, it was on ranked for like 2 weeks straight.
Well, yeah, on ranked because they would do the split.
But they didn't switch it every hour.
No, you don't switch it every hour on ranked. You play one half of the season on one map.
Oh,
and the next map
see,
is the
I
next
don't know
half of the
anything.
season.
I don't know anything, so that's good.
Yeah, it's going to
look
be
cool.
exciting.
Look bright.
Oh yeah, it's very colorful. This new map.
That's nice.
Not like
I
the
like
drabness of Kings Canyon.
Blue skies, please.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Kings Canyon has the bunker. I love dropping bunker and just punching. Maybe that's why my kill to death ratio is 0.3.
That's probably why.
Still,
I haven't taken a look at the battle pass and what's going to be unlocked in the battle pass, but I am going to buy the battle pass, of course.
I'll buy it if I buy it at the end, not at the start.
Yeah.
Well, you can buy it at the end, and then you unlock everything you would have unlocked.
At the end?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't have to play it?
No, but I mean, like, if I play it and I get to level 80, it'll be like, I buy it now, I get everything.
Yeah, that's true.
So why did I buy it this time when I got to level 20?
Right, that's smart. That's
See,
a 200 IQ
it
play
took
right there.
40 years to get to this point, but there I am. No worries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I'll play it begrudgingly. So,
Begrudgingly, you'll play it and you'll like it.
No, that's a lie. I won't like it. Speaking of things I won't like.
Yeah, it's things that are kind of... Well, it was Halloween yesterday, so this is kind of like a zombie game.
Coming back.
It's coming back
to bite us.
Anthem.
Yep. I can't believe
BioWare is outlining new ideas for javelins, builds, and skill trees.
I can't believe they're still working on this game. I thought they would just stop working on it and not tell anybody and be like, oh yeah, we canceled that update stuff 5 years ago. Don't worry about it.
Look at this screen. Look at this. This is a little screen grab. Does that not look like a Destiny screen? Like, it just looks like the Destiny inventory.
It basically is.
It's exactly the
if
same.
You're going to steal from a game like that, I guess Destiny's the way to go.
That is the gold standard for shooter RPG things like this.
Hopefully they'll make this game good. I don't know. I can't believe they're still working on this. I guess like it's not unprecedented. Like Final Fantasy 13, which was the 14, launched as a totally different game that was an absolute burning pile of dog crap that they basically turned into a whole new game that people love. So it's crazy that EA is putting money into this. Like usually they're like, nah, dog, time to shut that down.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, they sunk so much money into it already, and maybe they've just got to get their money back.
No, that's not the way businesses operate, though.
No,
they have regular people will have I think it's called the sunk cost fallacy or something like that, where you think like, I've already spent $1,000. I got to see this. I've got to see this through. Whereas a business will be like, well, we spent $1,000 and it's not going to make us $1,000. So we'll just take our $1,000 loss and get out of here. But it's not $1,000. It's $1 billion. So anyways, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so Anthem 2.0. When is it going to relaunch?
They haven't said. They haven't said. Imagine some guys still playing Anthem every day, logging in, just fucking no one's there, and you're just doing the same thing over and over, and you're just like, I hate this game and I hate my life, but I still got to play it because I bought it for $80 new. I bought this collector's edition, and it was $120.
It's still $80.
Wow.
According...
I think it's not $80. If this game is like $10... I'll buy it if I find it to buy it.
For Microsoft,
it's $80.
Xbox One X is $80.
I think you can probably buy it used at old GameStop or EB for $10, or new for $10 probably.
Probably.
Yeah. So
with a manual and a box and a disc.
Yeah, we don't want that. So maybe when this game relaunches, I'll check it out. But I remember trying the demo and I was like, this game is not good. It looked kind of cool. They made it look really good on the E3 premiere, where it was like, whoa, baby, this looks cool.
Yeah, it did.
But it was not fun to play. I knew a guy that was not a beta tester, but he was, I shouldn't say knew a guy. I know a guy who worked for BioWare, and he was a play tester.
Yeah.
Yeah. He enjoyed it. He was on the live stream demonstrating like his Titan and stuff like that when they did like live, when they would do like a pre-release like demo live streams and stuff like that. He'd be the guy controlling like the Titan and stuff like that. So he liked it a lot, but
I think when this game came out, Destiny was still good. So I was playing Destiny still, and I didn't even want to look at it.
I tried it. It was just like, man, I just flew around and fought some guys, and I don't know, not much to do. So anyways.
Yeah, let's talk about some World of Warcraft. I did not read this article.
Okay. This, so every time World of Warcraft with another expansion, it just seems to they make a game that I don't want to play. It's like every time I want to play less and less. But
yeah,
it seems like they've done the old level squish again. So your max level is level 50 or 60. No, it's down to 50 now.
It's down to 50, yeah. So if I have a couple of friends who are playing it, and they said that their max level characters are now level 50.
Yeah. So they squished them down again. This is the third time they've done it? Or second time?
I think they didn't do a level squish. They did a power squish, though.
Oh, that's what they did before?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. So, anyways, you can basically, with their leveling system now, you can level up to max level by just doing one expansion, and you get to choose when you get out of your tutorial zone, basically, now. So you'd be like, oh, I want to experience the story of the Mists of Pandaria, and you just go there and you start leveling up.
Ain't nobody want to experience that story.
I mean, I didn't want to experience the story, but I liked the zone.
You like the zone? It's a nice-looking zone?
For sure. You got to do some farming, and you got to do some fishing. Sure.
Ooh.
But by the time you're done the zone, you're max level.
Yeah.
And it can take anywhere from like 10 to 15 hours to be max level.
Hmm.
So it's like a beginner player thing where it's just like, let's get you through to the end where everybody wants to be. But man, I ain't about that.
No, give me some grind.
Yeah.
I need the grind.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I guess World of Warcraft has left me in the dust. It's not for me anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely not for me anymore either.
Even Classic, it's like, I don't know. Don't want to play Classic. I played it one time.
We were playing...
When Burning Crusade comes out, maybe I'll come back to it. When that comes to Classic, maybe then I'll play it. Start a new Blood Elf.
Maybe if I sat down here over a weekend and played some Classic, I could get back into it. Yeah. But it would have to be Classic. I can't do any of that new stuff.
You don't have time to do that.
I don't have time to do that, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it did remind me of the old school World of Warcraft where it was just like, wow, I have 3 silver now. I'm rich.
I'm into it. I'm like, oh, riding at 100 gold? How's that even? How am I even going to come close to that?
Exactly. I somehow saved up my money, so I had enough by the time it was riding time when I played like original World of Warcraft, not Classic, which is called World of Warcraft. Yeah. So they've changed it that way, and I guess it's good news for people that are new to World of Warcraft, and they can just get to the end and not experience anything of the game.
The 2 guys that I know who play World of Warcraft religiously that I work with, one is on board. He's like, I love it. It's great. And the other is like, no. Yeah, you're not doing anything new for me. I can't play you. I don't want to relearn how to do everything again. I'm out.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what I was like when
Cataclysm?
the pre-Cataclysm patch hit. And I was like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, and they stripped everything out.
Yeah.
Like, if they're going to do a power or level squish, like, why didn't they just make you go to level 10? Like, why is it 60? It only takes 10 hours to get there. Just 1 hour a level. Make you level 10.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And same thing with the power squish. They made it so the numbers weren't as big. So rather than doing 100,000 damage, you're doing 1,000 damage or whatever. Like, why not make it you do 1 damage?
Yeah, just go all
it's
the way
all the
back.
same.
Just reset.
Like,
just hit that hard reset button.
It's just the same. Just 1 damage is 1, 2 damage is 2. Like, anyways, whatever.
Crit for 3.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you need to do. I guess people like to see big numbers. I don't know.
I hate seeing big numbers. I hate it.
Anyways.
Like I was playing Diablo 3 and we get up high level and you're doing like
5
50 million damage. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
This is absolutely
stupid.
Look at that number. It's so big.
I mean, when I
can't even see the screen. There's so many numbers.
When I do a huge crit in Warframe, though, I'm like, wow, that's crazy high number. So, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, if I'm doing 25 damage in Apex, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Damage headshot.
Oh man, speak of the other Apex thing. I keep coming back to this. I'm so bad at Apex. I was playing and streaming it, and I'm like, man, this guy has a red shield already. Like, holy crap, we just dropped. Like, what is going on? Because I'm shooting the guy, right? And then the chat was just like, yeah, actually, that you were doing body damage to him. Like, you're just not used to actually doing damage. He had no shield. That's what was going on. I just didn't know because I never get to do that, basically. Yeah, I'm usually shooting a shield. I'm usually shooting a red shield. So I'm like, how did he get a red shield already? Oh, wait, I was actually killing him. I didn't kill him. So that's another reason why I shouldn't play that game.
Speaking of red body damage.
What?
Red body damage,
okay.
You know,
sure.
Meat, straight to the meat.
Yes.
Smash Bros. Has patched out
Steve's
Steve's meat in the victory screen.
So I was right. It was meat. Thank you for everyone that didn't believe in me. Curtis and Mikey telling me they was holding a pickaxe wrong. Like, come on.
He's definitely holding meat right in front of his wiener.
So now at the end of the match, he just slams his steak and then it just disappears rather than holding it like his dong. So I gotta think that was intentional though.
Yeah, maybe it was somebody's just
yeah, like look at him holding this meat right there. So it's finally out of there. Yeah, the meat is gone, my dudes. So it looked funny though because when he just pounds it like he's eating in regular Minecraft and then it just disappears, which is what happens in Minecraft when you eat a steak.
If you eat a steak, it's gone.
It was way funnier.
Like real life.
It was way funnier when he was holding it in front of his crotch. So
and it's like that from below shot straight up. You're like, oh yeah, look at that meat.
Exactly. It's a little too close to the eye level for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got rid of that pretty quick. So sad. Rest in peace, Steve's meat.
Rip meat.
Yeah. Dude, don't rip meat. That's terrible.
Well, should we take a break?
Sure, let's take a break, and then we'll come back to it for whatever after the break. I don't know.
Sounds good.
Wow, we did an hour 20 out of that?
Yeah.
Kimbo Slice. That noise is just Curb's old creaky bones. What noise? Oh, this was right at the start, so. The Baker's dozen was so the baker got one to eat. Nice. What did I miss over here?
Right here. There's lots of chat.
Wow, what did I miss over here? Holy balls, I'm actually awake for one of these. Nice, salty.
Salty.
I think Curb just needs a name bot. Yep, pretty much. Bob was playing Apex. Made of skirt. My two dads. You had 3 season 5 wins as Wraith. Nice. Big carry. Yeah. Black Flag basically had a team deathmatch game mode for multiplayer. Okay. I don't think it involved pirate ships. Yeah, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's like really missing out.
Just think
missing the boat, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. The boat battles in Assassin's Creed 4 were really fun. And
that's what made that game, was all the boat battles.
And sailing around the Caribbean was so nice. I've been seriously considering buying all the remasters just to play through them again. Because, man, I love them. There's no remaster of the original Assassin's Creed, though. All the others have remasters.
I wonder why there's no remaster of the original.
It's just, well, I don't know. It's because it's like Altair, not Ezio. They did the Ezio games and not Altair. Need to wall mount for the podcast? Oh, that's your keyboard?
Yeah.
Touring edition? Exactly. Here's your free mask. Please wear it while stealing from us. Crackies don't wear masks, so.
They definitely don't.
Hate to tell you, Mike, Curb was right. TI and the cards meets titanium. Hell yeah, boys. We're pretty certain that the claim that these cards are infused with titanium is a bit of a marketing gimmick and not meant to be taken literally, but hey, who knows? And you have to admit it does sound pretty cool.
Sure does.
Down with voice meter banana. Mickey T3. Internet service not cell. What are they talking about? I missed the topic.
We're talking about the cell tower.
Oh yeah, didn't hear anything on our end. Path of Exile, talking about how an update was delayed to not get in the way of Cyberpunk's release. Yes. You can play these mobile games on your phone. Wow! You get banned. That's a thing they're working on. What about Brime? Oh, Brime! I forgot about Brime already. It's fake. $1 billion of damage. Billion points of damage. Colton, hey! How's it going? Very good.
Yeah.
I mean, we got an hour 20 out of that.
Yeah.
Wow. I was thinking, should we, oh, my cousin liked the video. Should we just keep the Weebus Plebus in this episode? Because it's a short news week, and then next week we can put the one we did last week. Or I could put it up after. What do you want to do?
Yeah, maybe. No, let's keep it separate. We'll just have a short podcast.
Okay, well, I'll collect all the bits of the other Weeb Plebes and put that up like tonight or something like that. And then, I don't know, I could do the other one because I haven't put the other one up yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're going to launch the Weebus Plebus as a separate thing so you don't have to listen to it.
Or
if you don't want to.
If you don't want to listen to this.
Because it makes good sense because I was thinking if I was listening to a podcast and they're like, here's anime time, I'd be like, okay, goodbye.
That's why it's at the end.
Yeah. I did not care about that shit. So. Well, yours is attached permanently?
No, it's Velcroed.
Oh, okay. I wonder if mine is. I don't know.
I kind of want to move it up.
Oh, yeah.
Not, it's kind of like right on my shoulders. I don't think I can move it up that far.
Not really. I don't think mine's quite like that. Is Salty still there? Did you quit your job, Salty? Or give your 2 weeks? He was telling me he was just going to be like, yo, fuck it, I'm out of here. I'm giving my 2 weeks.
Yeah. Is he still here?
It says he is. The Salty Lord 69. So
he's napping out.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'll do the same. Let me have a drink. Oh, yeah. Just put in movies, TV, just write Golden Girls. So I can talk about the Golden Girls. since I've been watching a lot of Golden Girls. This one from the bottom one from Casta.net. Fuck. You should bring up that article. Where does it say it? I didn't know any of this about TikTok. We'll talk about it on the thing. Down further. So this where it says TikTok said it's Apple, down, that whole paragraph there, I want to read that out. Can you believe this shit? Like, oh, Apple's blaming them. They're blaming them. MasterCard says it's not their fault. Oh, you know whose fault it is? Your fault. Are you kidding me? Could you be so stupid to let your kid? Yeah, just put the credit card info in there, no problem.
Coins?
Yeah. You can buy coins to give to people on TikTok to follow your account.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like it'd be like if someone came into your Twitch stream and give you 10,000 biddies and be like, "Hey, you should follow me." Be like, "Okay." So I had no idea.
I mean, someone gives me 10,000 biddies and then says, follow me, because you can't charge that back. There's no chargebacks on those.
Exactly. I mean, I've followed people for less. They raid me, they got to follow.
Yeah, right? 14. Oh
yeah. Anyways, we'll talk about that. Yeah. Are we done? Are we done the break? Should we get back to it?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. Or end out the break.
And we are back.
Hello, welcome back, everybody.
We have returned.
We're back with some other crap.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some streaming news, some industry news, some stuff that's going around.
Social media news.
Some social media news.
Poggers. We're going to talk about, what's this, loot boxes again?
Loot boxes, FIFA loot boxes have been confirmed to be a form of gambling in Netherlands.
Them and their wooden shoes over in the Netherlands, they don't know what's going on. It's not gambling.
According to the courts, it is.
I guess so. I mean, if a law is said to be a law, it's a law, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's other places where it is considered a form of gambling, so that's just setting precedents for the rest of the world. Yeah. So maybe.
I mean, maybe the definition of gambling in the Netherlands is different than what it is here, too, because you don't get anything. I've said this, like, how many episodes we had? 12?
Yeah,
I've said this 12 episodes worth of times. You don't get anything of value from gambling that you can turn in for anything.
Yeah.
Gambling. Loot boxes. Sorry, I said gambling. It is, as I said every time, it's dirty, it's greasy. It is gambling, but it's technically not gambling.
It's gambling, but it's not gambling.
Yeah, so they say it is gambling in the Netherlands. Good. FIFA's like the dirtiest of the bunch, man. Like, they're so dirty with their Ultimate Team stuff. Oh, my God. Like, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Isn't it the same with their hockey games, too, where you can do the Ultimate?
Yeah, they are, but like no one spends as much as they do in FIFA.
No. That's
they make so much money in FIFA.
Football is the sport of the world.
The footy?
The footy.
Yeah.
Football.
They do it in Madden, NFL, whatever, all of them. But FIFA makes
ain't nobody
the most
outside
money.
of North America playing Madden.
Yeah, I mean, not very many, for sure, for sure. I'll agree to that. Very few. They did release like a bunch of them in Japan and stuff like that, non-localized, but there's Japanese releases of them.
Huh.
But
wonder how many
how many thousands of copies they sell?
Yeah.
Less than 1,000. Yeah, I mean, they need to do something about these, but it's not gambling. It's not gambling. It's a surprise mechanic.
Surprise!
It is gambling.
Thank you for your money.
You can't sell them for anything. You can't. It's like you're just getting a random.
It's all about perceived value, though.
Yeah, but there's zero perceived value too.
For you.
Yeah, but for
somebody
anybody
else, there might be more
what's
value.
What's the perceived value? They have no way of selling them.
Oh, I know. That's not the pure definition of value, is that you can get something out of it.
I guess so, but anyways. Let's
talk about something local.
About it.
Local. This is close.
LOL. LOL Cole. This is so
Lol,
stupid.
Co.
This is the stupidest story I read all week. So we live in BC, the British of Columbia's,
In Canada.
and there's a city near where we live called Kelowna.
Kelowna.
You'll see a lot of Camaros there.
And a lot of people from Alberta.
That as well as NHLers.
Yes.
The Kelowna family lost $12,000 because their daughter was using TikTok to buy these virtual coins to give to people on TikTok. She lost $12,000. And the mother or whatever was trying to buy something and it was declined on the credit card. So she's like, what's going on? Finds there's $12,000 worth of TikTok things. And the mother was, trying to get a refund and contacted Apple, and Apple said, no, it's not our fault. It's the TikTok's fault. And TikTok said, no, you authorized Apple Pay to give us this money, so it's Apple's fault. And then MasterCard said, no, you said it was okay in Apple, so it's their fault. And there's a lot of finger pointing between the different companies.
Yeah, finger pointing between billion-dollar companies.
But this quote here, this is the only reason I put this article in here, because I read it and I was like, what the hell? Well, this is a social media thing, so it's kind of what we're into, so that's part of what we're all doing. The quote from the woman was, TikTok said it's Apple. Apple said, no, it's not our fault. It's MasterCard's fault. MasterCard said, there's nothing we can do about that. You gave Apple permission to use your card. Everybody finger points at everybody, and there's nobody that takes ownership for the absurdity of the volume of dough that disappeared in a matter of 2 or 3 weeks. So
we got a pro tip for you guys right here.
Oh my God. So she's just putting all the blame on Apple and TikTok and MasterCard, but she's not taking any blame for herself. She authorized the phone she gave to her daughter to take payment unsupervised in their home, and she was buying all these coins to give to TikTok. I didn't even know you could do this on TikTok. You can basically bribe TikTok people to follow your account. And she gave so many TikTok coins to some guy, like the 4th most followed guy on TikTok followed her account because she gave him so many TikTok coins. It's just like, okay, it sucks that you lost 12 grand, but have some, take some ownership that this is kind of your fault. She says there's the algorithm couldn't tell these were fake purchases or they shouldn't have been going through or whatever. I just shake my head sometimes. It's just why can't you just take some ownership to what you screwed up here?
Here's a quote from her as well. If I had one message for parents out there, don't let your kids use social media until they're old enough to understand the consequences of what they're doing.
No shit.
How about don't let your kids use your damn credit cards? That's so stupid. Don't.
Oh my God. There's just no accountability for these people that this is the same thing. Oh, my son bought $12,000 worth of loot boxes. I didn't know if I put my credit card in there that he'd just be able to buy them all.
I trusted my kid.
Oh my God.
And then all the kids at school make fun of him for not having the damn right Fortnite skin. So he's got to buy all the skins. Get the Fortnite skins. Stops getting made fun of at work. Don't give your kids your credit card.
I'm sure there's something on TikTok that says you got to be 15 years old to use TikTok, or you got to be 16 years old to use TikTok. This girl was 12. It's not her fault. I wouldn't blame the daughter.
No.
She was stupid, but kids are dumb. If my mom, I just think back to when I was a kid. There's no way my mom would have given me a $500 phone, first of all, ever. No one I know would have had a $500 phone. There's no way she would have put her credit card number in the phone. It's crazy.
Especially a credit card that has over a $12,000 limit.
I mean, it's whatever. What do you think a kid's going to do? They don't know.
No.
You hit the button, you get coins. Oh, yeah, okay, pay, sure. Pip, 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 pip. You just keep hitting it.
Yeah. Kids don't know the value. They're 12. They don't know the value of money.
I don't know the value of money.
They don't know the value of non-money. It's not even physical.
Yeah, it's nothing.
You're not giving away anything. It's just ones and zeros until the bill comes, and then it's goodbye.
This whole thing where Apple says it's TikTok. TikTok says it's MasterCard. MasterCard says it's Apple. No one's taking accountability. Oh, well, look in the mirror.
Yeah.
This, I don't know. Sometimes maybe I'm just too worked up about this over nothing. I don't know. I just read it and I was just like...
It's just the stupidity of people. Like,
I mean, if I don't know.
I just shake my head. I'm just going to shake my head and be like, you're dumb.
This story, the woman, the mother or the father had to go to Castanet, the website, and say like, oh, I got charged $12,000. You should report on this. And they're like, okay, we'll report on this. This will get us some clicks. But it's not like Castanet was like, oh, we heard through the grapevine. These guys got overcharged on TikTok. We better track them down. This was just a ploy for them to get their $12,000 back.
Overcharged?
Okay. Exactly.
They got charged exactly what they spent. They did
but
not
this was
get
just like them. They're trying to force their hand.
Oh yeah,
to get everything back, and like TikTok's not going to give them their money back.
No, definitely not.
They better not.
What does it say down here? It says
they haven't heard back from.
We are looking into the situation and will work with the family to see that these charges are removed.
Boo to that. So now she's got the 4th most followed TikTok guy following her for free. Boo to that, sir. Boo to that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get a cell phone, give it to some kid, and put my credit card in it, and just see what I can get for free.
How much are these coins?
I don't even know. Who knows? Too much money? $12,000 worth? Probably get you 12,000 of them.
Yeah, 100 coins for $1.29.
Okay.
10,000 coins for $134.
Wow, that's a lot of coins. That's a lot of
coins.
That's a lot of coins, dude.
Wow.
I wonder how many. Like, can you turn them in to TikTok to get money? Like, I don't know. I guess maybe they're like biddies.
That's how these guys get paid, apparently, is that it's like coins. That are like,
wow,
just
I had
like
no
biddies.
idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have been using TikTok. Anyways.
You can make a TikTok every time you kick a cracky out.
Oh, yeah, just drop kick him out the door.
Yeah, just film it all the entire time on TikTok.
Nice, very good. A millionaire. So anyways, pretty... And like, does the people that got these coins? Again, this is like when the stupid thing with the people getting their donations.
Yeah, chargeback.
Do the streamers get to keep this money?
No.
Like maybe this TikTok person was like, yeah, I can pay rent this month now.
Yeah, now I can't.
Yeah, now I have a chargeback. So...
Yeah, that's if they get their money back, it's going to be a chargeback, and they're not going to get to keep it.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy. Anyways, moving on. Pokemon cards. This is the stupidest story of the week. For whatever reason, Pokemon cards have been going up in value a lot. Like, there was like some rapper that bought a Charizard for like $100,000, like
almost $200,000, $183,812.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So there was this group of idiots that bought a unopened box of original Pokemon cards, for $375,000, and they were going to open it live. They're going to sit on it for a year, open it live on stage in Las Vegas as like you could bid on a pack, buy it, and then split the money up or it was some stupid thing. Anyways, they got the box and they opened it and it was like, oh, actually, it's fake. The cards are like, the packs are opened. They're not even the right types of packs. They're resealed, like all this stuff. The guy that sold them was like, I didn't know that it was resealed. It looked good to me. I guess you should have done more research, I guess. I don't know. So this is like some cryptocurrency speculator guy who's like buddies with Logan Paul, so you should instantly be able to tell that these are all idiots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, their big plan was to sell these on. Oh, they're gonna sell some of the money was gonna go to charity, so probably like 1% or something. Knowing those greasy fucks. But yeah, they got duped. This was just like a dumb, ridiculous, like, amount of money paid for some cardboard.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they got hard duped on eBay.
I'm fine with it.
Hard duped.
But the guy that sold it said, like, well, I didn't know. Like, it looked real to me. It's real to me, guys. So.
Well, yeah, if it was sealed back up, you could just be like, yeah, who's sealed? I mean, I don't know.
Exactly. That's what it was.
You got what you pay for. Buyer beware.
Yeah. So see, the one thing, though, is that they're not wearing gloves either in that picture. Whenever I've seen
they're
people
not wearing gloves. Like, what are you guys doing?
Whenever I've seen
Look at
people
his nose outside of his mask.
Yeah, whenever I've seen people opening like Magic the Gathering, like
if you're opening a beta or an alpha pack,
they're wearing white gloves.
You wear white gloves. You have your protective cover ready to put the card in as soon as you crack it.
I saw the one guy opening. The adrenaline was so high, his hands were shaking.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
It's funny that they do that. Like,
yes. and then
just
like
shaking
a Black
hands.
Lotus.
It's like, oh my god!
Yeah. So.
It's amazing that those packs still exist, though, like the alphas and betas,
Oh yeah.
and they're unopened. It's like,
Yeah.
where are these coming from?
You know, some old guy bought a box and he was going to give them to his kids and he died and they were in the attic and then they found them and then they sell them. So, I mean, even when I was playing the Magic way back in the day, I managed to end up winning a tournament in town one time and I won a pack of Legends. I should have kept it and not opened it, but I opened it. I got jack shit in it, so it was no big deal. But even then, when I got the Legends pack, those were the pack itself. I think we're selling for like $100 then. So, yeah, good old Magic the Gathering. But it's crazy, like $200,000 for a piece of cardboard with a picture of Charizard on it.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
ridiculous.
people have too much money.
Okay, so alpha booster packs on eBay are currently going for $39,500.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I never had anything too good when I played Magic back in the day, and I started in revised.
Alpha starter tournament decks are going for
$54,000.
$54,000.
Crazy. Yeah, I was a revised boy, and I had a few. I managed to trade for some unlimiteds, but I was not playing back in the day.
Wow, Black Lotus has gone up in price. $110,000 for one Black Lotus.
That's crazy, dude. They should reprint that. Just totally tank the market. It'd be hilarious.
Well, it's signed too.
Signed by Jay Allard? No, just kidding.
It's an 8.5 on the I can't remember what
Some rating
authenticator.
system. Yeah.
Beckett. Oh, it's Beckett.
It's signed by some dude. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I wish I had some. I would sell it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, just for a piece of cardboard. Crazy!
Super crazy.
Speaking of crazy,
yes.
the show's done.
Is it?
I think so.
No,
Isn't
we're
it?
going to talk about Twitch.
We are?
We got some... Twitch is planning on adding a
Oh, I didn't see
button.
this here. Okay.
It's not... Yeah, I heard.
It's
I
very
only heard
small
about
on
it.
our
I
outline.
only heard about it. I just added it.
Okay. I missed
So
it.
they are going to add a celebrations button
I
right
forgot
next to the
this.
follow, right next to the sub. It's going to be a
This-
celebration.
This is a donate button, right?
It's a donate button.
This is awesome for us.
Yeah, it's great. Except Twitch is going to take 50% of the donation.
Oh, that's worse than biddies.
Right? It is worse than biddies.
This is
And, like,
terrible.
why would Twitch add such a thing when third parties like
Why would they do it?
Stream
I'm rubbing
Elements.
my chin, thinking why
Oh
would
yeah,
they
well they
do
want
this?
they want the money, but
Oh,
man,
they want the money. Yeah, of course they want to get in on the money. And if you have to, you can. If the button's right there, like okay, honestly, whatever. If someone's watching on Twitch and they want to give you biddies or want to give you subs, that's their whatever. They can do it. Maybe they don't want to put their information into PayPal and they don't want to go through Streamlabs and they don't like this way. Like when I get a donation, I'm like, I know your real name now. If they do it through Twitch, I guess that's a way for someone that wants to support you. They can still do it. It's not bad.
no, it's not bad, but it really
It's a little extreme, the percentage there.
Yes.
It should be like what would be an acceptable percentage? Right now, PayPal just adds a fee on top.
Yeah.
Do they even add a fee? I think if
when
you're just sending money.
when you send money, you don't get charged. When you get money, it's like 1.25%.
Yeah, that seems
Something
reasonable.
like that. Yeah.
That seems reasonable. 50% though? Is that not what this celebration thing is? 50%?
Yeah, it's 50% for the celebration. You might as well just sub.
I mean, I guess. Or donate gift subs or like something. I mean, if someone used the celebration button, I wouldn't complain. I'd be like, thank you very much.
Yeah, but I'd be like, well, you just gave.
Yeah, I'd be like, next time use the button down below.
There's a button down below that if you want to support directly, support me.
Or hit the
then-
Patreon button.
Yeah,
That'd be the way to go. Yeah, who knows? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's something else that we don't know about it yet.
Could
Like,
be.
Maybe there's something.
it hasn't rolled out yet. We'll see what happens when it does.
Maybe
roll
there's
out.
something rad, and I'll be like, yes, that is worth half of my money.
If it's something, you can customize.
That just seems extreme, dude. Like half of it.
That is a lot, especially if you want to donate to somebody and you want to give them like, okay, well, I think you deserve this much money. You're not getting that much money. You're getting half of it.
I mean, honestly, if someone was wanting to support me, like in the best way, I would recommend Patreon. But you don't get any of your special Twitch bonuses like emotes or any of that stuff. So that kind of sucks for that. But
Yeah. But if you're wanting to do a large donation, then
just
it's definitely just straight to Stream Elements or Streamlabs.
And man, that's
or
crazy. Bits. Even Bits. I mean, if you're gonna do it, I mean, again, now they have the emotes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the donation button. There should be a way to do it on Streamlabs that doesn't show your real name, but there's no real way to do it.
No, it's because it's all done through PayPal.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
It is.
Not that you can do too much with a real name, but yeah, it's a weird feature. I think they need to dial back their theft.
Oh, they definitely do.
50% seems
They're already
extreme.
taking 50% on subs.
That's fine. They started that way. That's the way they've always been.
Yeah. But 50% on
just
donations.
The cash money donation.
When there's other third-party companies that are doing 0%.
Or 1.25
with
from
PayPal.
The streamer.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. It's mixed because
even 10%, I'd be just like, damn, why so much? Anyways,
Twitch, you not making enough money? Like, what's going on?
I would think not. I don't see how they make money. Really, like honestly,
yeah.
How can they be making enough money? Like, okay,
subs.
Asmon Gold stream probably pays the bills for the bandwidth that's used up there and everything. But like, for anyone else, they're losing money on everybody else.
Yeah, it's those big streamers they got to keep going on.
Well, even like there's a bunch of big ones that don't even like official accounts and stuff. They don't have affiliate. Like the Warframe account, there's like 50,000 people watching it. They're not. You can't sub to them. They're not affiliated.
They're not partnered?
No, they're not.
That's weird.
Oh no, they're verified or whatever, I think. But you can't sub to them.
You can't sub to them?
No. You can't. Huh. No, there's no way.
That's weird.
But there's other ones you can, like the Bob Ross channel.
Yeah.
That one you can, but that's different. I think that's like Bob Ross's grandson or something. But like you can't sub on the PlayStation one. You can't sub on the Xbox one.
Yeah, I think those ones, it makes sense to not sub just because it's like they stream once. Warframe
streams like 3 times a week.
Yeah, Warframe would make more sense.
They stream for every platform. Actually, maybe it's 4 times. I think they do 4 different streams. PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch.
Wow.
Yeah, they do
That's a lot of streams.
Yeah, well, they do it each different platform has its own community manager,
yeah.
So they each... One of the 4 pretty girls goes on stream for each different platform and streams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, they got to be losing money on everybody else, so they got to make it up somehow. Ads, they can't even... That's why they're doing the pre-rolls and the post-rolls and the mid-rolls and
all the rolls.
All the rolls.
Giving you pre-rolls off if you do a mid-roll.
Yeah, and it doesn't
it's
even...
not for long enough.
I ran that 30-second one in your stream the other day, and it said it was going to be off for 21 minutes. I was like, that's it?
Yeah, right?
So, I don't know. I guess you just, while you're playing, you just got to be like, every hour I ran 3 ads for 3 minutes or something like that. I don't know.
So some information has been brought to our attention that Twitch made last year $1.54 billion in revenue. Revenue, yeah.
That's not profit.
I wonder what the
That's
gross
not profit.
was on that, or the net.
That's just revenue.
Yeah, I wonder what the profit was on that.
Yeah. Who knows? That's a lot of monies, though.
Does Twitch get paid for every ad that they run, or does Twitch get paid, or do they have a contract to run X amount of ads for whatever company?
It's probably based off of views, so they get paid when it's viewed. And the streamer gets paid part of that. So if Twitch is if you're running an ad and you're getting a 1 cent a view, Twitch is probably making $1. Like, so honestly,
apparently it's $300 million in advertising revenue.
Okay, but again, revenue is not profit; those are different. So,
yeah, I wonder what the profit.
You can still have a large revenue number and have a loss. So, I don't know if they're reporting that sort of information.
Yeah,
maybe it's a loss leader for now, or they think they can make money eventually. Who knows? Maybe they're making lots of money. I don't know.
Yeah, could be. They're bringing in lots of money.
Well, in theory, anyways. I mean,
they're bringing in $1.54 billion last year.
Yeah, but maybe it costs $7 billion to run this site. We don't know, like the bandwidth.
Yeah.
So the other thing too is like the other day I got an alert from Twitch, and I was like, oh, someone changed their name. Like, well, who is this account? I don't know. Like, what's going on here? So I was like, okay, let's see who changed their name on Twitch. And I went, and it wasn't anyone I was following. It was some musical thing that Twitch sent me alert to be like, you should watch this. And I was like, I don't want to watch this, and I don't want to get an alert about this. So, yeah, that's another way they're making money, just forcing everybody. This is like when Apple iTunes put the U2, the U2 record onto everybody's iTunes account. And we're like, I don't want this. They're like, here's a free gift.
Listen to it, damn it.
Yeah, here's a free gift of a U2 album. I was like, I don't want this new U2 album. Get out of here. Now when I hit random, I got to hear U2? No, thank you.
Hey, so. Twitch, speaking of this username change notification, give us a notification when somebody changes their username.
That'd be good, too. No one does that, though.
No.
Even Instagram.
No?
The other day, I was on Instagram, and I was like, this must be a sponsored post. It was like Puppies of Instagram. And I was like, what is this? And I was following the account. I'm like, well, someone changed their account name and sold it to be Puppies of Instagram. So I was like, here's the hot unfollow. It's just ridiculous. You can see if a name's been changed on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a way to look.
Huh.
It also shows you where the posts are coming from, so you can see if they're Russian bots sending you false information. Not that anyone looks at that, but
every time somebody's in my live list, I'm like, and they've changed their name. I'm like, who the hell is this? Their icons are all different.
Why
they
would
didn't
you
say
change
anything
your
about
name?
Rebranding.
Why would you change your name?
I don't know. Like this rebrand we have coming for the Discord. I've announced it. It's going to slowly change over so that people get used to it. Mm-hmm. So everyone's going to know that this is still the same Discord.
Exactly. You got to do it slow. You
just
don't do a whole hot relaunch with nobody knowing.
Definitely not.
Doesn't work that way.
No.
Very good. Yeah, I have nothing else to add about the celebrations.
Yeah, no, me neither.
If you do it, thank you. I'd prefer if you used the other options.
Yes, 100%.
Not that I even have the option for a celebration on my stream.
You don't?
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah, celebration. No, but the other option is still there. The donation button is down below.
It is down below.
Be sure to use it.
Yeah.
That's going to be it for this bit of the podcast.
Thank you. Look for the Weebus Plebus in a separate podcast so you can listen to the anime talk sometime. We're going to put a couple in the can before we get them going here. So.
Yep, for sure.
But as for that, you can follow first of all, the podcast that you're listening to, you can watch it live on Twitch at Sit Void Podcast on Twitch. And then also you can follow Mikey T on Twitch, MIKEYT33. And I'm Curb Stomped on Twitch. What else do we got?
I mean, if they're following us on Twitch, you can look down below in our links to get all of our social media platforms.
That's true. What if they don't want to?
Well, then you can find me at McIra Show on Twitter and Mike T Gaming on Facebook and Instagram.
Very good. You can follow me on Twitch at Twitter at Curb Stomped, Instagram curbstomp.ttv, and on Facebook as Curb Stomp Gaming. Be sure to follow us all over the place. If you like the podcast and you like what you heard, be sure to share it with someone you think will like it. That would help us out a lot. The more people that listen, the more happy I get. I don't know.
The more happy you get, yeah.
Exactly. And then there's also the podcast. You can find it on any of your podcast things of choice.
All of them. And you can, if you want to tweet at us on the podcast, it's STVPodcast Podcast. Be sure to leave us some feedback and suggestions.
Yes, feedback's always good. I love it when people say, I like this and I hated this. Besides hating me, I don't like that comment. But anything else I like to hear. Anything else to set us away with? I don't think so.
That's it. We'll see you guys next week.
Save it, save it, save it, save it, save it. I need to buy another hard drive. My one that I was using on my Xbox, it's USB 3.0, like the old one, but it's like just a regular hard drive in an enclosure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So slow. So I was putting all the stream stuff on it. I was like, it's transmitting data at 80 megabytes a second. It's so slow. And then when I start it to look onto it, it has to fire up and start spinning up.
Spin up, ramp up
so
to
it's
10,000
why is it frozen? Sure. What are we missing over here? Nothing. I'm missing nothing. Just catching up here. Do 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 do. What's this? The N. Am I looking for supernatural Netflix shows? I am not. Stop saying the Xbox Series X controller hasn't changed. What is this going to tell me? That it's got an additional button? We already know this. What does this say? Oh, it's a little smaller? Oh, the triggers and the bumpers have micro bumps on them to like add extra gripping abilities. The share button?
I heard Danae come home, but I guess not.
I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
Neither.
I didn't hear it.
Alexa, tell alarm.com to lock the side door.
Sure. Locking your side door.
Boom. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Bobby's trying to get caustic. He says 4,000 more legends points till I can craft the gas man. I liked Cujo. No, we have no Stinky. Is that Pog? Is that Peppy?
I got a Pogamo coming. This is going to be my 5,000-bit donation.
Is that you, like, fucking coming through the door like in The Shining?
Yeah.
Or what? Oh, my God. Here's Mikey! That only happens in the movie, not in the book.
Let's take a look. Oh, they'll be up here.
GG.
Nice.
But they're
not there yet.
the old melon raid.
Yep. Watermelon scheme raid. Where are you, Jagrad? Jagrad. So my buddy Graham wants to do the podcast.
Who?
Graham.
Who's Graham?
X4RCH Xarch. You haven't met him yet.
Okay.
I want to get him on Couch This.
I think that would probably be better, or rather than just coming onto the podcast.
Yeah,
first.
especially since he doesn't play video games much.
Doesn't sound like a good mix, really, honestly.
He
But,
plays a lot of Call of Duty right now. But
Okay.
that's about it. I don't know if you would have any interest in doing it like this.
Well, we need to have. I can't just have someone come on when we never met before.
Yeah.
No, we need Stinky. So Cujo kept running. No, Bonka, we need Stinky.
I love playing with Cujo. He fires me up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, let's do it.
He's just screaming in the net cafe.
He's probably got a private room.
Yeah, maybe.
It's the Cujo room.
Maybe. His computer gets fixed soon.
He's just gotta be like, hey, this is what's wrong. I'm like, okay, here's your parts.
It's under warranty.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. So I told him. I'm like, we want to help you out. Tell us what's wrong. He's like, it smelt bad and it smoked. But that's not helping me.
That actually, if you told me that earlier, I'd be like, power supply, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, he said it's under wraps and they're working on it. So I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I watched or whatever?
Yep.
Just a lot of Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are we recording a podcast?
Yes. This is a podcast. Welcome to Weebus Plebus, episode 2.
No.
3? 3.
Yes, because there's going to be the highlight, non-highlight episode, just a collection of all of them so people know what's going on.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm Kurb Stomp. That's Mikey T.
I'm me.
Weebus
Mikey T.
Plebus.
Weebus Plebus.
Why don't you explain what Weebus Plebus is all about? You do a better job than me.
Well, I am the quote-unquote weeb in the
Okay.
Weebus Plebus because
Okay.
I watch anime. I'm not a huge aficionado, but, I've seen a fair few.
Yeah.
And across from me, Curb Stomped, is the plebe, the non-weeb pleb that
Exactly.
has not had
Watched
a rich
anime.
and fulfilling life of watching anime.
My life has been unfulfilled because I didn't watch anime. I didn't realize, but okay.
So we've watched a variety of anime up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
We've watched Akira.
Mhm.
We've watched... Oh, I know what we should watch next. No, we've watched Akira. We've watched Dragon's Dogma. We've watched
Lupin the Third.
Lupin the Third,
Vampire
Part
Hunter
2.
D. Robotech.
Riding Bean.
Oh yeah, Gunsmith Cats.
Battle Angel.
Cyborg Double.
Alita. Cyborg 009
yeah.
versus Devilman.
So yeah, I've watched a few animes now.
When we do a series such as this, we watched Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
We only watch 4 episodes to
Yes.
see if it hooks you.
Yes.
Whenever I watch series, I watch 1 episode, and if that doesn't hook me, I don't continue.
I'm gonna give it everything a little bit more because sometimes the first episode of something sucks really bad.
Yeah. So we watched 4 episodes of Sword Art Online.
Yes.
And by we, I mean Curb, because
That's me.
I've seen the entire thing. It is over and over again. It's one of my favorite animes of all time.
Oh my. It was a gooder. But before we get into the weeb talk, we got some other stuff to get out of the way first.
You want to do that first?
Well, I think so. It's
okay.
called Weebus Plebus. That should be what we close out on.
Yeah.
I think,
All right.
maybe.
Sounds good.
We're
We're gonna go over some other movies and TV movies and maybe talk about things that we've watched.
Yeah,
lately.
just a little bit of this is like the anime podcast with a little bit of other media mixed in.
Yeah.
There's a live action Assassin's Creed show coming to Netflix. Very small teaser of a logo. That's it. Could be interesting if they sort of do it right, where they mix in the modern day with the old timey history. Have you played Assassin's Creed before?
I played Assassin's Creed
Okay.
1. I know about the Animus and all
Okay.
that. I watched the Assassin's Creed movie
With Michael Fassbender.
with Michael Fassbender, and I really enjoyed it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I thought it was pretty good.
So this is going to be a series. Hopefully it's similar like that. The musical little bit they had in the little teaser logo clip is from one of the Ezio's themes, so that makes everybody think it's going to be based on the Ezio trilogy of games, which are probably everybody's, the best ones probably. So Ezio and Desmond, and should be interesting. I don't think there's a release date or anything like that, but they're working on it. It'll probably look like a Netflix show. That's what I think.
Some Netflix shows look really good, so I'm all right with that.
This could be like the next, what was that science fiction show that they canceled after 2 seasons? They had, the first season was the white guy and the second season was the black guy.
Oh, Altered Carbon.
Yeah, there you go. I bet you it will be.
Altered Carbon looked amazing.
I know, but it looks like plasticky and fake,
Yeah.
as every show does now, because
Well,
they never film on location. It's all green screen.
And it's all HDR and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. HDR,
Too fake.
UHD.
Yeah, for sure. So it should be interesting anyways. Yeah, that was the only thing that I saw for upcoming that was interesting. Other than that, I've been watching a lot of Golden Girls on
Ooh, Golden
Prime
Girls.
Videos, man. It's a good show. You ever watch the Golden Girls?
Yes, back in the day, it was on CTV, I think, when I was staying in the Airbnb over
Very
last
good.
week.
Yeah, you got the Dorothy and Blanche and Rose and Sophia. Classic, just old ladies bickering. They're way too sexy. Like, not sexy as in like I'm like, oh, they look sexy, but like they're all horned up all the time. And they're always like dating
Horned up
dudes,
grandmas.
basically.
Yeah.
But The one thing about that series, man, there's a lot of clip episodes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All the time they'll be like, oh, that reminds me of this time. I'm like, I just watched this episode, man. Why are we having a flashback to this stuff? Still funny, but like, holy.
Is that in the later seasons where they're just
No, like every
more clip
season,
ep-
man.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the end of season 1, they had their clip episode to show the highlights, and then they'll be like, just like, there's been so many. It's crazy. It's just whenever they do a clip show, it's an easy way to do a whole episode for very cheap because they have to get them in the studio for 15 minutes to say like, do you remember when? And then they look listfully in the sky and whatever.
Next shot, do you remember this?
Exactly, basically. And the one thing too is that one of the classic episodes is when they have the Elvis the Elvis fan club, and they have a bunch of Elvis impersonators come over, and one of the Elvis impersonators is played by Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, really?
Yep. He's like dancing, pretending to be Elvis, and that's in like every clip episode basically.
That's hilarious.
It's just this flashback of the Elvises with Quentin Tarantino, and he would say like before he got his directing break, selling his scripts, like he'd be like, I'm pretty low on money, I'm like, getting hungry, and then boom, a Golden Girls residuals check would come in, and he'd be like set for another month, and then they'd like finally re-air the episode with him in it, and he'd get another residuals check. So he said it carried him through for a long time. But if you have never watched Golden Girls, I'd recommend it.
You should definitely watch Golden Girls. I don't remember too much about Golden Girls.
Just Rose was from St. Olaf, and she'd always talk about the stupid shit she'd get up to in there. And then Sophia'd be like, picture it, Sicily, 1922. And then tell a story about Sicily. The whole story is just like Sophia was in the group home. That's Dorothy's mom. She had a stroke. She was in the group home. Her stroke sort of took away her filter, so she just sort of says whatever she thinks. So that's why she always says stuff like that. The group home burnt down, so she had to move in with Dorothy, and then they moved in with Blanche, and Rose was their other roommate, and they were just 4 old ladies living together in Florida.
Living their best life
in their
Florida.
friggin' mansion. They all have these giant, like, master bedroom-sized bedrooms that they have, and Blanche is a horned-up grandma, and Rose is a dumbed-up grandma, and Dorothy's a angry old grandma, and Sophie is the comic relief grandma. So I'd recommend it if you haven't seen it.
Yes. Betty White, of course,
Still
there.
with us.
Still with us.
She's
and still in
100
there.
years old, I think. 99 years old. Everybody else is dead.
Yes.
They're all dead except her.
Except Betty White, because she will live forever.
Will she? Oh, that reminds me. Rest in peace, Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah. Sean Connery
died
passed.
yesterday. So crazy.
I don't know how.
No, the day before. Was it yesterday? He died of Scotch overdose, I believe. No, I don't know how he passed away.
Yeah, me neither.
Um,
He was battling dementia, apparently.
Oh, yeah. But James Bond, and he was in the Highlander, and he was Zardoz, classic Zardoz, in his red friggin' like speederoo underwear thing that he was wearing.
90 years old. Holy.
Yeah. So he... Yeah.
Yeah. What
He
a
hasn't been
legend.
in anything in a while, but
I mean, if he was suffering from dementia, that would
he had enough money so they could just like take care of him. But I know a lot of those guys, when they're that old and they don't have any money, they just wheel him out in the chair and they'll just be like on stage. Well, like look at what they did with Dick Clark. After he had his stroke and they wheeled him out on stage and he could barely talk for like Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's sad.
And then who else did they do that to? Well, I mean, not that he did it, but Tim Curry, he is like in a wheelchair and he still does all these signings and stuff like that.
Well, he's going to be they're doing a reading of the Rocky Horror or over.
I think he's choosing to do that, but it's still rough to see
He's
them.
still all there too.
Yeah. But a lot of times with these old guys, they just wheel them out on stage. Like Bob Hope, when he was way up there, they just make him go out on stage just to earn money because they just wanted more money. And he's like 90 years old and can barely see and walk. And yeah, it's rough. So
Yeah, Sean Connery says he retired mostly from acting in 2003.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been a long time.
And he just died peacefully in his sleep. So
well, hopefully it was peacefully. So yeah, getting to be the age, a lot of these James Bond boys are going to be passing away.
Yeah.
Like even Pierce Brosnan's got to be 60 something now, right? Almost 70, I would think. Daniel Craig is the only one that's going to be young, and he's only going to do it one more time. Then we'll get a black James Bond finally.
Are we actually though? Are we getting Idris Elba?
I
don't think
that'd
we're
be
getting Idris Elba.
so good though.
If Idris Elba was Bond, I'd be like, hell
yeah.
yes.
I haven't cared about James Bond in a long time, but man, did you watch The Wire?
No.
Oh my God, you have to watch The Wire. I sound like everybody that's ever seen The Wire, but The Wire is so good, and Idris Elba is so good in it. Oh my God.
We were just watching Pacific Rim.
Oh, yeah.
Pacific Rim, and of course Idris Elba's in that, and I'm like, yes, James Bond,
I know.
go.
Well, he's British, so the accent's there. He doesn't have to fake it.
Yeah.
He can just do his natural voice. But man, be so good.
It would be good. Sign me up. Sign me up right now.
But you should watch The Wire, dude. It's so good. Oh my God.
I
is
will
good
watch
about it.
anything with Idris Elba.
He's like, well, I mean, it's not a spoiler, but he's like not a good guy in the show. Because The Wire, it's about a wiretap, basically.
Yeah.
And they're wiretapping the bad guys. And I can't remember what his character name in The Wire is, but man, he's so good in it. Oh my God, that show's so good. So good. So 4 seasons, I think.
4
5
seasons. Oh, a seasonal.
It's so good.
That might be hard for me.
You just watch
know
it
how
over the
bad I
course
do.
of a few years, but you'll start watching it and you'll be like, okay, one more, let's go. It's so good.
That's the thing, is that there's all these new things coming out. Like,
No, The Wire's way better than any of that other stuff what you were going to say? What's coming out like?
Yeah. The Mandalorian.
No, The Wire's better.
Season
I already
2?
know. I already know
Episode
it's
1?
better. I already know it's
Just
better.
came out?
I haven't seen it, but I know The Wire's better. I guarantee it. Because The Wire can be... It's an HBO show.
Yeah.
So, like, The Mandalorian will be like, well, you can't actually show him any blood. The laser can't cut the guy. Baby Yoda's got to be in his backpack facing the camera the whole time.
Baby Yoda got a lot of on-screen time
Exactly.
this episode.
Okay, show the Baby Yoda toy now. It's so good. So good! So
maybe
good.
we'll get into it. I don't know.
Oh my God. Let him know he's got to watch The Wire if you've seen it. If you haven't seen The Wire, oh my God, dudes, you got to do it. And then I finally convinced someone to watch The Boys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who needed convincing?
One of our friends from Streaming Solinth was just like, I'm like, have you watched The Boys? He's like, I don't like superheroes. I'm like, no, dude, it's not superheroes. He's like, it is superheroes. I'm like, no, it's not superheroes, though. He's like, I'm tired of the superhero stuff. I'm like, dude, they're the bad
that's
guys.
Why you need to watch.
I'm like, they're the
That's
bad
why you
guys.
need to watch it.
They're not the good guys. And he was like, oh, so I don't know if he's actually watched it yet, but
If you're sick
yes,
of superheroes,
exactly.
you need to watch.
I'm
The
totally
Boys.
sick of superheroes.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Like,
I know.
It's real life superheroes. It's
It'd
superheroes
be what if
as they would
Superman
be,
was real?
Yeah, with corruption
Yes.
and human.
I'm so sick of the Marvel superhero stuff. Like, I'm so sick of it. But
I'm
then
not.
I am like, yeah, let's get Wonder Woman. Let's go. I want to see Wonder Woman 84. Like, I like the DC. That's my stuff. So, The Boys is more like DC.
Yeah, The Boys
For
is
sure.
definitely DC.
But like,
But
if
The Boys comic, what label's that under?
well, it was under like Dynamite or something like
Oh.
that. It was like an independent Garth Ennis comic book that he did. God, he's the best. Oh my God, everything he's done is so good. His Punisher stuff, The Boys, The Preacher. Oh my God, The Hitman for DC, even his like weird war tales and stuff like that. Oh my God, he did one called Crossed. It's like, oh my God, so ridiculous but so good. Anything he has written, I would recommend. Not for the faint of heart, for sure. Like, The Boys is nothing compared to some of his other stuff.
Oh, the first episode of The Boys just hooks you.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the first 5 minutes, you're like, yep, I want to see where this is going for sure.
Exactly. So it's so good. But like, imagine if the Invisible Man was like a sexual predator.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Translucent is like in the show.
100%.
And like, oh God, the deep. Oh, anyways.
Oh, yeah. We won't talk more because, if you haven't seen it, just watch it. If we talk about it, it's going to be extremely spoiler heavy.
Exactly.
Just go out there and experience it for yourself. There's 2 seasons out on Prime right now.
Easy.
It's just easy.
You can
Just
do it easy.
Do them all.
Some ultra violence though. So.
Oh, yeah. Lots of blood, lots of guts, lots of gore, lots of...
Yeah.
And very difficult to watch situations sometimes.
Sometimes, yep. Poor Starlight. Anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, Mandalorian Season 2.
Yeah.
We watched the first episode.
Okay. Never seen it.
There might be a fan favorite reference in there.
A reference?
I'm not going to say what it is.
Why
but,
not?
There's some armor that
Boba
might have
Fett
belonged-
armor?
Maybe.
Did I figure it out?
You figured it out.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's Boba Fett's armor because he did die.
Did he die? When does this take place?
Sarlacc.
I thought No, he didn't. He flew out of the
Did he fly out of the Sarlacc?
Yeah, absolutely. In the book, he flew out of there. No problem. Can't kill Boba Fett that easy.
Well, in any case,
but I thought
I'm
this
pretty
took
sure it
place before.
no, it's after.
Okay.
It's after the Empire falls.
Okay, he's
So,
alive.
It could be. Yeah, he.
I mean, the books that came
Nobody-
out before aren't canon anymore.
No.
Not that they ever were canon, but
And nobody knows if Boba Fett's even alive or if he's even a Mandalorian
or who Boba Fett is.
or who Boba Fett is. Well, we kind of know who Boba Fett is.
I mean, you do.
Because he's
and I do.
Jango Fett's son.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a Mandalorian.
No. Where's IG-88 in this series? Is he in there?
IG-88?
Yeah, he's the robot or a bounty hunter that
Oh, yeah.
Darth Vader. He looks like a giant tin can.
Yeah, he's there.
What
He's-
about
he's
what
in the
about
first season.
Bosk? Is Bosk there?
I don't know. Bosk isn't there.
Okay.
There's a version of IG-88. I don't know if
Who
he's
else
actually
is? Who else
IG-88.
was there? I can't even remember. I can't remember any of their names. I used to be such a Star Wars nerd, and then I saw Episode 1.
Oh, yeah, but you go back now and you watch episode 1, 2, and 3, and you're like,
They're still
see what they're
bad.
going for.
Nah,
I
they
liked
were
them.
aimed for the toilet and they
I liked
missed
them.
and hit the floor.
No, I think that's what the new ones were.
Oh yeah, anyways.
7, 8, 9.
It's like, you know what was really good? That first Star Wars movie they did. Let's remake that. Remember when they blew up the Death Star? Let's do that, but bigger.
The idea was there to kind of reboot it, but kind of like get everyone, the new generation, hooked.
It was like a Marvel movie in space. No, thank you.
It wasn't good.
Pass.
It wasn't.
I'm
It
sick
looked,
of the
it
Marvel
looked like
movies.
Star Wars, but it wasn't Star
It's really
Wars.
weird that the Disney Marvel company
kinda
that
weird.
Disney owned made a Disney movie Star Wars that were very similar. Weird. And you know what really sucked is I think Rian Johnson did the
He did the second one.
second one. Man, he has directed such awesome movies that are not Star Wars, like Looper
Yeah.
or one of my favorite movies of all time, Brick. Oh my god.
So with all those other movies that he's done that are so good, you kind of wonder if it was just Kathleen Cunningham at the reins, just
Oh yeah, for
making
sure.
him do the
Oh,
things.
he gets not studio notes, he gets studio novels every day.
It's like this is how you have to do it.
Yeah, his name is just on it as like I got to do it. But man, oh man, like, and he did Knives Out. Knives Out. I think that was him. I haven't seen that
Yeah,
yet, but
that
that
is
looks
him.
incredible
Yeah,
too.
everyone was raving about that. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
what?
So
How does he do this incredible
you should
thing
go
everyone
back.
raves about?
You
and
should
then
go.
He does this garbage Star Wars.
You should watch Brick, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like written like it's a 1950s noir like mystery, but it's takes place in the 2000s. So it got Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it.
Ooh.
And it's like his girlfriend. I don't want to spoil it, but it's so good.
Every time you say brick, I'm just reminded of Bricktop.
Bricktop?
Snatch.
Oh God. Yeah. No, this is Brick is like literally a brick of drugs.
Ooh,
Yeah, so-
1 kilo.
Yeah. So anyways, you should watch Brick. It's so good. Scratch what I said about The Wire. Watch Brick and then you can watch The Wire. So, yeah. Anyways, other than that, I don't think I've watched or done anything else really.
No, we watched a lot of Friends and
I'll
Two
be
and a Half
there
Men
for-
in
2.5 Men.
the Airbnb.
I
over
could
the
get
week.
I could get behind the Friends part, but
It's
not
well,
2.5
rewatching Friends
Men.
episodes are still so good. Like
So-
those have aged like fine.
Oh
wine.
my God. I always would say like Seinfeld was the better situation comedy than Friends, but man, no. Going back, Friends is way better than Seinfeld. Seinfeld's good, but Friends is just so good still.
Oh man, it's
Like
incredible.
the first season, some of the episodes are not as good, but like everything else, man, so good.
Yeah, you watch an episode and the jokes still hit.
Yep.
And
Oh
it's
yeah.
like very.
There's a
it's
few like
still
touchy
hilarious.
subjects
Oh, yeah.
that aren't, but that's, you go back to the old sitcoms from the 40s and 50s, and it's like, well, that guy was wearing blackface. That doesn't really confirm to what we are doing nowadays. So there's a few like transsexual jokes and stuff like that in Friends that don't really hit anymore. But back in the 90s, everybody was laughing at that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
it's just the time of the era. Times change. But 3.5 Men?
2.5.
2.5 Men?
Yeah,
I can't get behind that.
It's still good.
No, it
When you
never
watch
was
I like,
good.
man, that's still kind of funny.
No.
Especially when the kid grows up. Like the later seasons, he carries the show.
I can't
Well,
get with that.
carries
the show. In air quotes.
I still find it hilarious.
Man, oh man. I don't know,
Must
man.
be all that tiger blood or whatever it is.
That in your veins?
No, in his veins.
Oh, in his veins. I don't know. I was offended by that show, and I'm not even a woman. So I don't know. Am I allowed to be offended for a woman?
You sure can.
Okay, because I was just like, God,
It's
how could
2020.
anyone watch this show? And then, I was offended about Big Bang Theory, but not for any reason, just the lack of comedy in it.
Yeah,
basically.
the lack of funniness in
that show.
it's like this. These guys grew up the way we grew up. Well, they are nerds in the way that we're nerds with all the video games, and, the science, and
I'll write it.
It's just not. It's just not funny.
I'm gonna write a joke for the Big Bang Theory right now when they bring it back. What was the there's the uber nerd guy, and then there's the
Sheldon?
dorky Sheldon's. Okay, what's the other guy? The guy that was from Roseanne.
I can't remember.
I can't remember his name. I never really watched the show, so I don't know the name. But imagine Sheldon coming in the room, and this is the joke. Let's say the guy's named Bob. Be like, Bob, I just wrote the perfect algorithm to order a pizza. And the crowd goes wild. That's the joke. That's the joke. So, anyways.
No more laugh tracks anymore. Laugh tracks are gone.
Are they?
Yeah.
No.
Nobody does laugh tracks anymore.
No. Well, sitcoms still do.
Well,
but the camera shows.
What are the new sitcoms now?
Well, like Modern Family?
Do they still do a laugh track?
No, they don't. There's no studio audience, though.
Well, no, but the laugh track is added in after.
No, they don't do.
There's always cues
they don't
to pause, and then
they don't do a laugh track, but they have the crowd laugh when they're watching it, and the sign will turn on laugh.
Yeah,
but Modern Family doesn't do that.
There's the laugh box. Have you seen the laugh box?
Yeah, but
designed by that guy with all the different laughs. You could coordinate your laugh.
Yeah, but most shows don't do that. They mostly use a live audience.
Yeah.
For sitcoms, anyways. The Big Bang Theory, those were legitimate laughs people were doing.
I'm sure the laugh track machine is in there.
Oh,
I'm
maybe
sure
adding it in. But they always had a studio audience.
Yeah.
Like all those shows.
Not
but no,
all.
like Modern
All of them
Family
do.
and stuff, like Arrested Development, those comedies, they don't.
No, they couldn't.
They don't.
Yeah, those are filmed in actual houses.
Yes. But the ones that are on studio stage like that, yeah,
They're all those.
Maybe
ones are
not in
filmed
the Corona
same
times.
set.
Maybe in the Corona times they don't have a studio audience, but they normally do have a studio audience. Because they'll not always, but they'll have them come out for the bow in front of the crowd. At the end of every episode of what's that show called? Some Irish show.
Some Irish show?
Some Irish sitcom with a guy dressed up like as an old woman. Oh my God.
I have no idea.
Mrs. Brown's Boys,
Mrs.
which is a
Brown's
pretty
Boys?
funny show, actually. But at the end of every episode, they come out and do their little bow in front of the studio audience. Yeah, it's like this old guy who dresses up as this old woman, and it's his family, and they're living in Ireland and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I would watch the show. It's pretty funny, and there'd be her one daughter on the show, and we'd be talking about how she's going she's gonna go to college and stuff like that. I'm like, man, this woman looks like she's 50 years old. Like, why are they talking like she's going, like they're making her young and hip and everything like that? So then I was like, what's going on with this? Why are they acting like this? So I look up and it's the guy that plays Mrs. Brown. It's his wife, and she's 20 years younger than him, but they're playing her like she's 20 years younger than she actually is. So I was like, this is so weird. I don't buy this character at all. You'll watch Riverdale and they'll be like, oh, I'm 18 when they're 26, and it's kind of okay, I know they're older than that, but this was I'm 18 but I'm 38. So I was like, oh, that's his wife, that's why. And then I look and okay, his son on the show is his wife's son in real life, and it's all his family on the show. So it's a funny show, but
Never heard of it.
it's a funny one. It's a funny one. It's, if you saw it, you'd be like, this is for old people, but it's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it. If you ever, it was on Netflix.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if it still is. Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Mrs. Brown's Boys.
It was pretty funny.
was
Based
on
off of a character from some movie, a drama that he wrote that starred Angelica Houston or something, and then he just
Ooh.
took this character and made it into a comedy series. It's so weird, the story of it. Because I was like, where did this come from? I don't understand how these people got in this show and everything. And I read the Wikipedia article. I'm like, this is so weird. So Anyways, enough
Weird.
bullcrap, I think.
Yeah, let's talk about SAO.
Sword Art Online.
Sword Art Online. So this is one of those shows where it's based not on a real video game, but it's like a video game show.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
video game anime.
Yes.
And they get everyone in there is trapped in the video game. They have a VR headset that completely takes over your nervous system.
Yep.
You basically go to sleep and you wake up in the video game world. And
Sounds pretty good.
Just accurate life.
Well, let's.
Well, yeah, you know.
Except you got magic. Well, you don't
No,
have
there's
magic.
no magic.
You
There's
don't
no
have
magic in this world. It's all based on swordsmanship and
Mhm.
sword skills
Yeah.
and you know all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Shield work, axes, pikes.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
hand-to-hand combat.
But there's also kobolds.
Yeah, there's also all kinds of fantasy monsters
Yes.
and stuff like that. Kobolds and your starting area is full of boars.
Yes.
a la Warcraft.
Exactly. Where's Hogger? I gotta kill Hogger.
So they get stuck in the world. They find out. So we got our two characters that we meet in the first episode are Kirito, who's our main protagonist,
Yes.
and Klein,
Mhm.
who they befriend. So they're in their avatars. They're in there
Having a good time.
having a good time. They're learning how to do the thing. Kirito was a beta tester,
So he knows what's up.
He knows what's up. He knows how this world works. He was a beta tester. There was 1,000 of them.
Yep.
And they got to play like three months or something like that before the game launched.
Yep. It looked like he was pretty deep into the game when the actual game launched because he's like in his darkened dungeon of a room watching his sister be like, I'm going to school, bye. And he's like, I got to jack in.
Yeah, so they're off. Kirito teaches Klein a couple things about the sword skills because Klein's come from another video game and he's bringing all his video game friends to this one.
Yeah.
And essentially, Klein's like, I
gotta
ordered
go.
a pizza. I'm
I
so
gotta
hungry.
go.
And so he tries to log out, but there's no log out button.
Yeah, you can't log out.
And then the time hits 6 o'clock, I think, and everyone gets teleported to the town of beginnings on the first floor. So essentially what the world is a giant castle, but it has all these different floors that have all different terrains and stuff like that. And you have to like progress up to get to floor 100.
Very video gamey.
Very video gamey, yeah. And so everyone gets summoned to the town of the beginnings.
Well, we should say that they can't just have the helmet removed by themselves because that's what he's like. I'll just take the helmet off. And they're like, no, your whole body is taken over by this thing.
Yeah.
You can't move in the real world.
It intercepts your nerve impulses. And
So you can't take yourself out of it.
Yeah. So they get teleported to the town of the beginnings. And then a big warning comes up. Everyone's there. No one's able to leave.
Yep.
And the game creator comes down. I can't remember
This
what the hell
is
his name
this
is.
is like a scene from Reboot right here.
He comes out. He comes dripping out of the ceiling. And he basically explains to everyone that, hey, you're stuck here until you finish the game.
For no particular reason.
For no particular reason.
Like, I just did it because I could.
Yeah, he's like, I want to meddle in this world. You guys are all my pawns,
And,
essentially.
Yep. If you die, like in the Matrix, if you die in the Matrix, you die in the real world.
Yeah, it's essentially the nerve. It's called nerve gear.
Yeah.
The headset, and what it does, it'll output high power microwaves into your brain and just destroy your brain.
So they're in the real world, incapacitated in their helmets.
Yeah.
If they try to remove the helmet, it'll kill you. If you die in the real world or in the game, it'll kill you. And presumably, I guess if you die in the real world, you'll die in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. They don't really show that.
So at the start, he says that 200 and some odd players have already died from people trying to take the headsets off from the outside. And news reports are coming out that you shouldn't take the headsets off, otherwise they die.
I can't remember. Did they say how many people are in the world?
I don't know if they said from the shot. It doesn't look like there's that much, but I'm pretty sure there's way more than what's there in that beginning shot.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was
they
too
probably
many.
didn't want to draw everyone.
No kidding. The other thing too is they have their avatars. So
Yeah,
they
they
all
have
look
their avatars.
badass, and then when they switch over,
They're essentially Kayaba gives them a mirror in their inventory, which essentially turns them into who they actually are.
so there'd be like the guy and the girl were walking away, and the girl turns into a guy, and he's like, "What? You're a chick? Are you not a chick?" So they're all, and he's like dressed in his like chick armor, basically.
Classic MMO
Yeah.
RPG trope.
Exactly. So yeah, they're trapped in there until they can get up to the top and beat the boss, or so they're told.
Yeah. So what happens after that is that Kirito says, all right, we got to get out of here because there's not everything down here is going to get farmed out. You're not going to be able to get any experience. You're not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, apparently nothing respawns in this game.
It'll
I
respawn,
guess.
but there's a certain amount of respawns that'll happen.
Okay. I didn't understand like what kind of game they're playing where it's a finite number of spawns. Like, oh, we've made the boars go extinct.
Yeah, pretty much. I think what they're saying is that the lower levels are going to get completely wiped out of monsters.
Or maybe the respawn time is so long. It's like you're playing Final Fantasy 11 and you're sitting there for 6 hours waiting for a respawn.
So Kirito grabs Klein, runs him down the alley. He's like, we got to go to the next town. Here's the route. We can do it, just you and me. And then Klein's like,
I got my homies.
I got my homies. I can't do it.
Yeah, I got my homies. I can't go with you. And Kirito's just like, all right,
Let's go.
do you, homie. I got to go. I got to do my thing.
Yeah, so he heads to the next town.
Out.
And that's the first episode.
That is
essentially.
the first episode,
and I love the music. It's epic. It's heroic. All the shots. I get so hyped up when I hear that music. I'm like, yes!
I didn't even notice, really. I mean, I watched it, but I didn't notice the music, so it didn't really leave an impression on me too much.
It's very, very video game epicness, I would say.
Maybe I did. Maybe I do remember it now.
High fantasy epic.
I might have thought of that, too, when it was playing. Like, this is very video gamey.
Yeah.
I think I did think that, actually. And then episode 2.
We learned that 2,000 players have died so far. No one's
It's
able
been
to
3 months or something
it's
like
been
that?
3 months.
No one's beat the first floor.
Yeah, everyone's kind of like just floundering, trying to figure out what to do because everyone's a new player except for whoever the beta testers were.
Mm-hmm.
And the beta testers have brought out a beginner's guide manual, essentially, and given them to everyone. It's free in the shop. So what happens in this episode is that there's a bunch of people trying to like get a raid group together because
wait, is this episode 2? I think we missed an episode.
No,
that's
episode
episode
2.
3, isn't it?
No, episode 3 is a different one. Episode 3 is where we meet where he joins up with another clan.
Right. Okay, I was confused. You're right. Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, so they're trying to get through the first boss. The one guy, Diabel. I can't remember what his name is, like Diablo, but Diabel.
Yeah.
He's part of a guild that has found the boss room for the first floor.
They've done it. 3 months took them.
3 months, yeah. Which is kind of unrealistic.
Yeah.
But I guess if everyone's afraid for their life,
you'd be very more cautious, not just like, I'll run into the dark room and see what's in there. No problem. Meet me at the summoning stone.
Yeah, so I think everyone's been just cautiously progressing forward. And so they finally found the first boss room.
They're like, we need to party up and raid it up.
Yeah. So everyone, but the beta testers get called out because they're like,
you knew where to get EXP and you're all high leveled and you left us to flounder. You have all the gold. This is a communist society. You should hand over your riches. And the one big guy, I don't know his name, is like, we wrote this book.
Agdel, I think.
Yeah, we wrote this book. Did you read your book, homie? Like, we're helping you out here. We've written down everything we know. And he kind of puts him in his place, and he sits down like all upset, like, oh, I got showed up. Oh God.
So if we go back to the first episode and you look at all the people that they zoom up on, like in the crowd, some of those people that look like they were drawn differently, those are actual people that you're going to meet later.
Okay. I did not notice that.
Yeah, there's a couple in there. I'm like, oh yeah, there's after watching it.
Oh yeah, have you seen it times?
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, there's characters in there that you meet later on that are actually full on story characters.
Okay.
So yeah, they form a raid group, and Kirito is of course in the back. He's just been solo playing the entire time. All their friends are linking up, and then there's a girl who's just sitting off on her own too, and he just kind of Asuna, yeah. He saddles up to her. He's like, hey, let's party up.
She's like, all right, I guess so.
Yeah, we can't do it alone.
Yeah. I didn't understand what they were talking about here. Like, the way they were talking and making it sound was like they were all going to be fighting it individually in groups. But I guess these are just...
Yeah, it's just like a WoW raid, really.
Yeah, there's 6 groups.
Each party of 6.
Yeah.
And then the party of 2.
And then they'll be like, you're on the ads.
Yeah.
You got to taunt, and then you do the ads and whatever. But it also seemed like the way they were talking about the way they fight in the game, it's only one person can attack at a time or something. I don't know. They were always like, you got to switch.
Yeah, I think it's formation. So you switch from the back to the front.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the only times it's brought up.
Oh, really?
They don't talk about it a lot in later
I
episodes.
might have to download the Sword Art Online game on Game Pass and see what it's all about.
Yeah. So there's a nice little scene where we learn a little bit more about Asuna.
Mm-hmm.
She's also a solo player. They're like sitting on a bench
Yeah.
while everyone's partying it up and whooping it up, and you can see Diabel and some of the other guys like chumming it up, getting close.
Yeah. Exactly. And she's eating like a piece of styrofoam or something. I don't know.
Well, apparently it's pretty good bread. It's like some kind of bread.
Oh,
And so he busts out
some
this
Nimbus bread.
Yeah, he busts out this rare
Cream.
quest item cream, which is I'm assuming butter. And
Yeah, it
it's
was
just
weird when they called it.
mistranslated.
When she's like, "Ooh, cream," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, gross."
So it's only got two uses left. It just breaks when she's done
Yeah.
using it. She puts it on her bread. She's like,
Yeah,
so
eats
good.
the bread up. And yeah, what do we find out there? That she, I don't know. Do we even find anything out there?
No, it's just
Not
that
really.
she's a solo player, and you learn that she's like shy in there.
Mm-hmm.
In that little section, she doesn't know too many people.
Mm-hmm. Solo player for
Solo
sure.
player, yeah.
She's wearing a hood so you can't see her face. Shocker! She's an attractive blonde girl when it happens. Her hood comes back later.
Yeah, so they go off, they do the fight. Everyone's getting, it's like they're saying from the strategy guide that it's a kobold lord,
Yeah.
Inferith.
Yeah, something
Kobold something.
something like
I
that.
can't remember. He's got 4 bars of health.
Yeah.
He uses an axe and a shield.
And then he'll switch to a
He'll switch to a talwar, which is a long
talwar,
curved
yeah,
blade.
long curved blade. Yeah.
When he's on his last little.
That's
little
when he's in
legs.
his final form.
Yeah. So the fight's happening.
Everything's
Diabel
going
is
good.
in the back, shouting out orders, doing all the things. Everyone's doing good.
Oh, the other thing too is that whoever gets the killing blow gets a rare drop.
Yeah, gets
so
a rare
it's
item.
like someone
everyone
wants it.
shares. Everyone shares gold. The party that gets the kill gets the experience, and the person who does the killing blow gets a rare item.
You don't even share the EXP.
You don't even share the XP.
What a game, dude!
All right,
What
I
a
would
game!
be like, hell no.
What a game! Yeah, I'm not on ads then, buddy. I'm doing the boss.
Yeah. So the fight's happening. He goes down to his last health bar. He brings out not a Dalwar, but a No Dai Chi.
Yeah. Which they didn't call that in the subbed version. It was called something else.
I wonder what it's called.
So I watched the first episode dubbed, and then I watched that episode subbed, I think. And it wasn't called No Dachi. I think it was called something else. I can't remember.
There's No Dai. I watched them all subbed.
Maybe it's a different
It's
translation on
yeah,
Netflix. I don't remember. I thought it said something else.
In
but-
any case, it was a different
It
weapon
was a
from
different
what he
weapon.
said. So Diabel knows that he wants that last item.
He's
so
like,
he
I got
goes in,
this.
But because he's brought out a different sword, he's got a different attack pattern.
which he's not ready for.
And so Kirito goes, hey, don't do it.
Yeah, but
And then he gets effed.
yeah.
Diabel gets effed.
Did he get killed? I can't remember.
Yes.
He did get killed.
So he goes, and one of the other characters who was getting chummy with Diabel during the drinking it was like, hey, whoa, you said you know something?
Yeah.
You know something? You know something? And so Diabel's laying there dying, and Kirito gives him a health potion, and he's like, no,
Yeah, I'll just die
I'll
instead.
just die. You know why I went after it.
Yeah.
And so we learned that Diabel was a beta tester, but he wasn't like Kirito. Kirito was like in the background. Diabel is like, let's do this thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to lead everyone. We're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
And so everyone's kind of like, uh-oh, Kirito's a beta tester and he knows things. He didn't tell anybody.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that doesn't come out till after really he kills the kobold.
Yeah. So there's a pretty epic fight with Asuna and Kirito, and
She gets hit and her
her
friggin'
cloak falls off.
Thankfully,
and,
this anime is not horny and her bra doesn't show or anything like that.
yeah. That's why I like this anime, is because all the boobies are very subdued.
Yeah, it's
There's
not
no-
very horny.
No, it's definitely not horny.
Because if this was like Gunsmith Cats or like any of those other ones, it'd be like, oh, her bra's hanging out and it's only hanging on by one strap.
Yep.
So thankfully, it's not horny that way.
So Kirito gets the final blow in his Kirito scream, which it's when you watch more episodes, that's his classic. He gets his classic anger scream.
It's like
It's
Rambo.
great, and it's so epic. And I'm like, yes,
He's done it. He's done it. So he gets the final blow. He gets the loot, which was a black cape.
Black cape, the cloak of midnight.
Yeah, which we don't know. I don't know what it does. Just
We
looks
never find out.
badass. Looks badass, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then that's when everyone's upset that they know he's a beta tester and he didn't tell them in the information and whatever. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Why does he have to tell them the information? I don't know.
Yeah, because, you thought it was going to be this way, and then it was a different way. And,
And he tried to help.
know?
He tried to help.
You
He was like,
know?
don't do it, homie. And if his buddy hadn't been trying to friggin'
Snipe the item.
snipe the kill.
Yeah, it's a very epic fight.
Yep.
Just hooks me right in. I'm like, let's watch more.
Did they go back, like, after that? Is that basically where it ends there?
That's
I don't
basically where it ends.
remember.
Kirito walks up the stairs to the next floor. Asuna is following him, and he's like,
I gotta leave.
join a
here.
guild.
Yeah.
Do good. You'll do very good because her swordsmanship is
Yeah,
on
she
par
was
with
like,
Kirito's.
he was thinking she was like a beta test or something because she was good.
Yeah.
She had the skills. And he's like, abandoned party. See ya.
Yeah.
I got my treasure. I'm out of here. And then it's, I guess that's when the credits roll for that episode. So this third episode, I was just like, what is happening? Like, all of a sudden, he's Mr. Solo player, and then it's just all of a sudden he's in a guild, like right at the start of the episode.
Yeah, he was like, oh, okay, I'll join a guild because these guys look like they play together a lot. And he's like, yeah, I'll join your
I
guild.
don't understand where his turn of solo play went. Like all of a sudden he's like, yeah, okay, guild it up. These nubs, let's carry these boys.
He's solo, but he's like, maybe he's getting lonely. I don't know.
But I mean,
he hides.
I guess so, but they don't show any of that. It's just like
No,
end of the
no.
one episode. He's like, I don't want to be in a party. Start of this episode, it's like, yeah, sure, shit, I'll join a guild. Why not?
He's not fully against it. At the first
I
couple
guess,
episodes,
but the way the first two episodes made it sound like is like he was solo boy.
he wanted to bring Klein with him.
Yeah,
in his
that's
party.
true. But then after that, it was just like, I'm alone. I'm a lone wolf.
Yeah,
I'm alone.
I think it's because he feels different because he's a beta tester.
Yeah, maybe he's just like, I got to help these nubs. The problem with this is that he doesn't tell him that he's like level.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, in this game you can hide your level.
Yeah,
he's way high up. I think he's like level 70 something here.
and he says he's level 20.
Yeah. Or level, he's high up there, but maybe he's not level 70. So he joins up with this guild of friends. They're all super friends.
5 friends having an adventure.
And it's essentially a montage of them having a great time, killing monsters, sharing loot.
Yep.
And he learns that there's a girl in the guild called Sachi.
Yep.
She wasn't very good at the game. She didn't really want to play, and she's like
She
not
kinda has
happy
to.
that she's there. She's
And they're like, you know what
really
you should
depressed
do? Even though you don't want to play, you should tank for us. Why don't you be the tank? All DPS, you tank. Here's your little tiny buckler, and here's your little dagger. You tank. So she's like, I guess I'll tank. So
yeah, it's a lot of character growth and learning about these guys and learning how Kirito feels about everything.
and
They finally save up enough money to go and buy
their
a
guild house.
a guild house. So they send the guild leader off to buy a guild house, and then everyone's like, "Oh, we should go farm and make some more money.
We got to buy a bed.
We're gonna buy a bed, yeah, get some more things." And so they go off into a
We
dungeon.
also forget too here is that Sachi is just like, I can't sleep. Can I sleep with you, Kirito? We'll sleep head to toe. It'll be okay.
Everyone seems to warm up to Kirito because he's such a friendly, nice-looking guy.
Yeah,
I guess.
exactly. It was like a little weird, and it obviously was not just one evening. So I don't know what was out. Maybe the implication was that I don't know something else was going on.
They played together for a long time.
Yeah, maybe that's the one thing is you have no idea what the time span is. Like it could have been a day, it could have been a year. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was a long time because they were talking about I've seen you grow, I've seen you do all this stuff and come up in level and stuff. So they go into a dungeon to do some farming, and Kirito's like, "Well, why don't we just go in the regular
yeah,
farming
we know
areas?"
where we've been. We
Yeah.
know how to do it over here. And they're like, no, we can get the fat loot in here.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So they find a hidden room.
Just
With a
happen to
chest?
find a hidden room.
Hidden
No
room
problem.
with a chest just hanging out in the middle.
And one of the
Kirito's
dumbasses is
"Don't!"
like, let's open it. No
Yeah.
problem. And it's a trap.
It's
they
a
get
trap.
attacked by fucking like 50 dudes.
Yeah.
Bad news. They all die.
Except for Kirito.
Of course.
It's-
He's
it's-
level 70. He
yeah.
can just pwn them all.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because, he's been with these guys for a while and they're just all dead.
He blames himself, even though
Oh,
it
he
was
definitely blames
not
himself.
his fault. He sees Sachi is just cursing him as she dies. Like, you son of a bitch, why did you do this to us? Or so he thinks.
They do a really good job of setting it up to be super sad.
Yeah, I guess so.
I shed a tear.
Oh, did you? I did not, but
Even though I've seen it like 5 times.
I could tell for what was happening that she was not upset with him and she wasn't cursing him.
she was contemplating suicide underneath the bridge earlier in the episode as well.
Was she?
She was.
I missed that implication.
Yeah, she was.
I missed that implication. But she was, I could tell she wasn't upset with Kirito.
Oh, definitely not.
But he was just like, she hates me. I got her killed. It's all my fault. I've fallen into a deep, dark depression. And then he leaves the dungeon and goes back and is like, yo, all your friends were killed. Sorry, my bad. I tried to save them.
It's a really, really sad scene.
And the guildmaster's like, I have nothing to live for. He throws himself off the bridge.
The scene it's just them on the bridge and the guildmaster has the keys. Nothing, zero things are said. And then he just gets on the bridge and jumps off.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah, so he's dead. So Kirito's in a deep, dark depression.
Oh, yeah.
And then
deep.
it becomes Christmas. But
he gets
not even Christmas. It was December 31st, I think.
Yeah,
She's gets like, Merry Christmas.
He gets a message cube from Sachi in the mail that says, "Hey,
if you're hearing this, I'm probably dead."
Well, yeah, because she was contemplating suicide.
I guess so.
If you guys are having problems with these thoughts, there are people you can call.
Indeed.
Suicide prevention hotlines. Just
absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if the anime makes you want to kill yourself. Yeah. But it says like, oh, it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. You did your best. It couldn't be helped. And I guess that wakes him up out of his funk.
Yeah. So he goes, he's heard that there is a legendary item that happens during the Christmas event.
Yep.
That will...
Dropped by like Dirty Nicholas or something like that. Can't remember his name.
Bizarro World Santa Claus.
Yeah, with his bugged out eyes, dude. Oh
yeah.
my God.
So he's going to get this item, and he meets Klein's guild.
Yep.
And they're also going after the item.
Yep.
And then they're
like, Klein, join us, help us. Or Klein says like, let's go.
Yeah, let's party up. Well, whoever kills him last gets to keep the item. And Kirito's like, nah,
I want the item. Yep.
And then the Dragon Alliance guild shows up.
Oh, sorry. He got this message after this.
After this? Oh, okay.
Yes. We screwed up the order. He gets the message after he's done this, so you'll see why it matters in a second. He otherwise wouldn't have got this message, this item, if he had already got the message.
Yeah.
So this other guild shows up and they're like,
they're a rare item.
That's our guild. Item, buddy. So I guess there's PvP in the game.
There is PvP in the game. So Klein's like, I'll hold him off. You go get it. And
I'd be just like, sorry, boys, I'm not gonna die for you. So, anyways,
damn it!
What happened?
I may hit spacebar.
Oh,
that's all right. We're going.
All right.
Are we though?
I don't know.
Hang on.
We'll
just start again. We'll start a new one. Just to cut it out.
Did you save that?
Oh, I didn't close it. It's still open.
Oh.
So yeah, Klein's group holds him off. Kirito gets the item, but it has to be used within 10 seconds of the death.
This battle with this part disappointed me. This demented Santa Claus shows up with his eyes pointing in two directions. Just looks gross as hell. Kirito? What's his name? Kirito is just like, I'm gonna get you, and he runs in, and then it's like,
Kirito yell.
This would cost way too much to animate. We're not going to show this battle. We'll just show him walking out with his prize.
They can't get it in with the time limit.
I mean, they could have whatever. I was just like, what the fuck? This reminded me of an episode of Freakazoid when they were just like, Freakazoid is like, I got to fight this battle. This is a cartoon from the 90s, like a thing. And we got to do this epic battle. Let's go. And then it's like, pretends like there's a cut in the film strip and it says like scene lost, and Freakazoid comes out and he's like brushing off his arms. He's like, whoa, that was a really expensive battle. It looked really good. And it's just like, oh, those sons of bitches.
I'm sure Kirito one-shot him and he's gone.
Yeah, but still, it didn't make it look like that anyways. I was just like, lame. He comes out and he's just like, yeah, here you go. Throws the item to Klein and is like, yeah, I don't want it. This is yours. And then it's like, it has to be done within 10 seconds of the person dying to bring him back. And then Kirito goes to the home, gets his gift, and is like, don't worry. It's not your fault. I'm in a better place. Jesus has welcomed me into his warm embrace, I guess. I don't know. And she's okay with what happened.
Yeah.
So
she wasn't having a good time.
Yeah, I didn't
At
want to
all.
be here. I didn't want to be the friggin' tank. I wanted to be DPS, but no one let me play DPS.
There's too many DPS.
Someone else should have been friggin' tank. Like, why make the
Right?
newbie be tank? Come on.
Yeah, you guys suck. You guys are terrible friends.
Exactly. You don't put the newbie on heals or friggin' tanking, man. Why do you make the newbie do friggin' crowd control too? Like, come on, get with the program.
Yeah.
So he's out of his funk, and then the credits roll again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still sad, but he's out of his funk.
Yes, exactly.
And then the fourth episode, I believe, is Pina. And, oh, God, I can't remember what her name is.
Oh man, that's the other thing too, is the names of these episodes. Like, one was called Beater.
Oh, yeah, because he learns that they combined beta tester with cheater.
Yeah,
so he's
a beater. I can't remember the other ones, but I was just like, these episodes have weird names. So, anyways, continue with your...
Oh, what is her name? I just watched it.
Damn, I'm bad with names, so...
But she is one of the characters that is shown in the first episode.
Okay.
Where she was just
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, she's in there. But she is a beast tamer, and she has a little dragon named Pina that...
Pina colada.
He is a healer dragon and also does combat. And she's partied up with these unsavory types that are just using her for her dragon powers.
Yep, as one
And
does.
taking all her healing items. She was like, well, you don't need healing items.
Yep.
This is the first time we see any boobies, but they're very subdued.
Slight
There's a little bit of horniness in this level, but
Slight
it's not
horny.
bad.
Slight horniness.
So she... God, what is her name? I have to look it up. I can't just keep saying she.
I do not remember names, so... This is some scintillating radio.
Incredibly. What the hell? Silica is her name.
Oh, Silica.
So Silica just leaves the party. She's like, no, I don't want to deal with you people anymore. And she goes off. She tries to fight some things, and it goes bad. Pina, her dragon dies, and Kirito saves her from these ogres or whatever the hell they are.
Damn ogres.
Big monkey ogre guys.
Sorry, if she has a pet, is her pet in the real world die?
I don't think her pet's wearing nerve gear.
Oh, dang. Okay, never mind.
So after her dragon dies, she gets a feather called Pina's heart.
Oh.
And Kirito informs her that she can be revived on this certain floor using a certain flower. But
Good thing he was a beater.
yeah, the beast tamer needs to be there. I think at this point, Kirito is level 76. He's very
OP?
high up there, yeah, but he's still hiding his level, so no one knows. So they go back to town, and everyone likes Silica because she's a beast tamer girl. And everyone's like, "Oh, let's party up!"
So
oh.
can you change your job in this game? Like, how does
can.
it? Okay,
You can they didn't. I think they added jobs in like the 1.2 patch.
Oh, jeez, is this real or is this fake?
No, that's fake. But there are jobs that people can do because
But is it just determined and you're stuck or what?
I don't know. I think it's probably like you go and your class is probably the class you first pick.
But you can't change.
You can't change.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't think that's ever mentioned in the rest of the rest of the anime.
Okay.
But yeah, they go back to town, and the leader of the party that there was there before, she's kind of a bitch,
Language.
People, right? What else? They do the town thing. She doesn't want to party with any of them. She's with Kirito. And then they go off on their adventure to find the item that will restore Pina.
Yeah, it was a flower.
It was a flower, yeah.
Yeah.
So this episode gets a little horny.
Yes.
There's some skirts flipping up. Oh yeah, Kirito gives Silica some armor that'll raise her level by quite a bit.
Power level or actual level?
I don't know. He just says level.
The rules of this game are very not well set.
No,
That's
definitely
okay.
not.
It's an anime, not a game.
Yeah.
So I'll let it slide.
So they go off. Kirito trains her to do some stuff, and she's a pretty good swordsman. She doesn't. She holds her own pretty good.
Okay.
They do some battles. They get to the flower, And she picks the flower,
Mhm.
goes in inventory. Let me tell you about the inventory system of this game. Do you see that inventory system where it's just like all of your inventory unsorted and you got to scroll through it all? Like, that ain't it.
Terrible.
That's awful.
Terrible.
Imagine having to do that.
No, dude.
It's like food, money, weapon, food. What? Come on.
I mean, at least they got an inventory system.
Yeah.
They don't have to just carry everything. Wait, now I'm trying to think. I thought it was sorted before because in the last episode, he was switching his weapon and there was only a couple items on the list.
I don't know. Maybe there's a search feature he was using.
Maybe, I don't know. Because
Yeah, when-
he was definitely switching his sword. I remember because it disappeared and then the new one like appeared in his
Yeah.
hand. So, anyways,
I know when she was sorting through her inventory to find
What
the
a
heart,
nub.
it was just a mess.
Maybe that's intentional. Just
Yeah,
to,
maybe he keeps his inventory sorted.
Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe she just doesn't sell anything. I don't know. Would be bad anyways.
Yeah, so they start leaving the area, and the girl that was partied with her before comes out, and she's like, yeah, I'll take that item.
Everyone's a dink.
Yeah, I know. And it turns out that Kirito's been after this girl because she murdered a bunch of people in another guild, took all their
my
items.
God.
And so he got sent back. So essentially, he's on like the front lines of the game, battling to get up into the upper floors in what they call the assault group.
What's the max level in this game?
I don't know.
Okay. Is there a
have no
max
idea.
level?
I think after, I don't know if we learn more about what Kirito's level is after we learn that it's 76 in this episode.
Because if he's only like, what floor are they getting to do this one again on? Do they even say?
That's like 40 something, 41.
Wow, they're flying through. They couldn't get past the first floor for like 3 months, and now they're just
Yeah.
fucking on floor 40.
Everyone's leveling up. Everyone's starting to learn how to play the game.
It just, yeah. Anyways, what level would he be needed to get to level 100 if he's level 76 on floor 40?
Right.
So, anyways. And it's a typical, like, haha, you led us right to the prize. Thank you, Kirito. I'll take that flower now. It's like every freaking Saturday morning cartoon ever. Haha.
Yeah. So everyone in the game has a player icon above their head that's either green, orange, or red. A green icon means you haven't committed any crimes, you haven't killed anybody for a while anyway.
Red means you're flagged for PvP.
Yeah, red means you're flagged for PvP and you have definitely killed people.
Yeah.
And so this girl is a leader of an orange guild,
Oh, yeah.
and everyone's orange because they do crimes.
Nice. Crimes are fun.
So all these
In a
guys
game.
come out, and Kirito is like, don't worry, I'll handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
he-
level 20, wink.
So he goes out there, Silica stays back, and they just start lashing into him, just attacking him like crazy. But, you know, he's level 76. These guys are not doing enough DPS to even get through his...
That's crazy that you're flagged for PvP, but you can't see their level. Like, at least show the skull.
Yeah. So these guys can't do any damage to him. They're like doing 400 DPS, but he heals 600
Yeah.
health every second.
Yeah. I like it.
So he's just like, yeah, it's not happening. And
You
they're
just
like-
extort them.
yeah. So they recognize Kirito as the Black Swordsman, the guy who goes up solo on the front lines and just destroys everything.
Because of his black jacket.
Because of his black jacket,
They
black
just
sword,
figure it out
and
now.
his demeanor. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, we shouldn't do that. But the leader's just like, no, do it.
Do it anyways. He's not that tough.
So they don't even touch him.
Oh, God.
And,
Just bouncing off him.
Just
Ding,
bouncing
ding,
off
ding,
of him. It's hilarious. So they're like, oh, okay, well.
Sorry. Sorry, sir.
Sorry. We'll leave now.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, they go back to town. The
Mm-hmm.
dragon's revived, and
Everybody's happy.
everyone's happy.
Nice. It's a story well told. I can't remember. Sorry. Her dragon was a healing dragon?
Yeah.
So it was... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it had a health spray, and then I think it attacked too.
Okay.
Yeah, it just got clubbed down.
Was there any particular reason, like, I can't remember, her name is Silica, like, is she use a glass sword or something like that?
No, just a standard dagger,
Okay.
I think. Something like that.
That's just weird that's her name.
Yeah. Silica.
Yeah, I mean,
Silica? Something like
it's
that.
spelt like silica, so...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, those are the
That's
4
fine.
episodes we watched.
Yep.
Well, the 4 episodes you watched, because
Yes.
I watched 9 of them this morning.
Wow, you went ham.
Like I said, it's my favorite. I can't just watch one. I gotta
Okay.
just go.
It was, I liked it. It reminded me of the dot hack games, except in that you could leave the game and go into the real world and like look at your email and stuff like that. But it's similar. The dot hack games actually are not good, but I love the idea behind it. Yeah, I enjoyed this one, except for the certain things where I was just like, they cheaped out, not showing me him fight Santa Claus, even for like, could have been like 10 seconds. Like, you know, didn't have to be long, but whatever. That was fine. I feel that the episodes they just like I said, between the one episode and the next, all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I'm in a guild. Sure. My new pals. I've never seen you before, but all right, let's do it. It's just like, all right, that's cool. What else? Yeah. Definitely like when they got teleported to the starting thing at the start when the programmer came in and was like, haha, you're in my world. I was like, man, this reminds me of Reboot like a lot. Like where the new programs would come down from. Do you remember Reboot?
Oh, yeah. And the game would come down, incoming game.
Yes. It just reminded me of Reboot.
Yeah.
What else did I think about it? Yeah, I can't remember the episode names, but I was just like, fucking beater? What is this?
Poor translation.
I mean, no, it was fine once you know what was going on, but as you read it, you're just like, beater. The other ones were interesting too. Yeah, like what was this Christmas one was called? Red Nose or something like that. I can't even remember. They just had some weird names for stuff like that. Yeah, it was something about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I can't remember exactly what it was, but excuse me. Yeah, it was interesting. I might continue watching it. I don't know.
I highly suggest it. You do, because it gets like, especially when you're looking, you have to look at the other characters because you're gonna meet those characters later on. Like there's other characters that show up as other things. You're like, oh, I recognize that. Oh.
Okay. Well, that's good. They had it all planned out from beforehand.
It's very planned. I just love it.
It was, it was like not that. It was pretty easy to follow. There's nothing where I was like, I don't understand. I mean, probably helped that I know about games. I guess if I didn't know about games, I'd be like, what? Why do you got to go through this tower? I don't get this trope.
They do a good job of capturing what it would be of just, kids stuck in a video game. Yeah. And the hopelessness of it all.
I was thinking too, like, can you fuck in this game?
I would imagine you could.
Like, there's just got to be guys that are back in the home village. That's all they're doing, just boning all day long. Like, you don't got to do anything else.
You don't take damage. Like, you don't feel the damage, so maybe you don't feel.
I'm sure you do.
That
she was eating, and she doesn't have to eat in the game. She was still loving her cream that she put on her piece of bread.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that people forget that they don't feel damage. Just like Kiri will kick him in the balls. He'll be like, my balls. And they'll be like, what? You don't feel any damage. Like, yeah, you're right.
You're right. I'm good.
I don't feel any damage. So, yeah, it was an interesting one. No one was really unlikable too much in it. The one naughty-headed boy and the one where he stood up and was like, you guys and the beta testers, you owe us, with his like weird hairdo. They look like I don't know. He looked like a ham.
That's a classic RPG hairstyle right
Is
there.
it?
JRPG. Oh, yeah.
I don't recognize that.
Put that on your character model for sure.
I might download the game just to see what it's like because it's on Game Pass. It's free. May as well try it out. It's supposed to be like an action RPG, pretty much like the game, I think. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, Rosilla. Oh, wait.
Rosilla? Yeah. Rosalia
was the main
Pokemon. That's a Pokemon.
Antagonist in the episode 4.
Oh, that's Rosalia. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish it would have like a running total. Like, the game started, there was 500,000 players. Now there's 250,000 or whatever. Just so you have an idea of what's happening.
I think you find out later on how many players are left.
Like they said, like, 3,000 people died in the first 3 months. Is that a lot?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
3,000 people to die to a game is a lot, but like, is there 5,000 people playing, or is there 3,500 playing? Like,
yeah, like what was the cost of the nerve gear?
I would think it's
like how many. That's going to be where you're going to know if how many people are buying it. Because if it's dirt cheap, then everyone's buying it.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone's in this game. Everyone's going ham.
That's true
because it's the first full VR deep dive game that was created.
Mm-hmm. Was this based off of a manga?
Looks like it.
Okay.
Let's have a peek-see.
The old manga. Oh, interesting.
Light novel, volume 2.
Morning Dew Girl. Weird. Yeah, I might watch this. I don't know. I have to say that with every single one.
Yeah, and you haven't yet.
I haven't yet. I don't have time to. I gotta watch something
I
new
know.
every week. So
I know.
I mean, I guess I could. Well, you know what? I could. So with this one, I downloaded them onto my phone and watched them at work on my break and stuff like that. So I could do it when I'm not at home, because when I'm at home, I'm either streaming or doing something involving the stream where I can't watch something else because I got to listen to something else in my ear, so I can't really watch something else. So if I do it at work, I have nothing else going on. And then when I go to bed, it's just Golden Girls.
Everyone out there, I highly recommend this one, especially if you like our
I like
MMORPGs.
I'd recommend it.
Yeah, it's actually one of my absolute most favorite animes ever.
It was good. I liked it.
And I don't have any rose-colored glasses to look through on this one like I did
No,
with Robotech.
you just watched it recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
not
good.
recently, but when
More
it first
recently,
came out.
when you were a grown man.
When I was a grown man, not
There
when
you
I
go.
was a little boy.
Very good. I don't know. I wish I had my listing of all the animes so I could rate it. It would be like below. It'd be below Riding Bean and Gunsmith Cats, I think. It'd definitely be above Vampire Hunter D and that Cyborg one. That Cyborg one might be the bottom of the list, I think.
Yeah.
Like, just because I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, it was very
like,
tough to
I
follow.
don't. What are these characters? What's happening? Maybe if I had the history of that, I would be okay. Robotech, I mean, I don't have the rose-colored glasses, so I think I'd put this above Robotech 2. I think it's probably above Lupin the Third. It's not above Akira. Yeah, I think Riding Bean and Gunsmith Cats, those were so good. Especially Gunsmith Cats. That was a little too horny, but whatever. Dragon's Dogma is whatever. It's who cares where it's on the list.
Yeah.
That was like a video game anime not done as well as this Sword Art Online, basically.
Yeah.
Though I wish there was a new Dragon's Dogma game. That would be dope. And I can't remember, what else did we watch?
I don't know. We're gonna have to make a list.
I gotta write
spreadsheet.
I gotta write this down.
Oh yeah,
I've said that before.
I'll start
say
a
it again.
document.
Well, I'm gonna for the Weebus Plebus. You've already heard it, but I'm gonna do the greatest hits of all the other episodes from the other episodes of the regular podcast. So I'll be able to listen through and get a listing of what I did for everything. Yeah. So I don't know.
You don't know yet?
I'd have to see what I did for Riding Bean. And,
all right,
this is a below Riding Bean and Gunsmith Cats and Akira, and above everything else, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it goes. So, anyways, I liked it. I don't know if I'll continue. Maybe I'll download some episodes and watch them on my phone or something, or if I have some extra time sometime, maybe. But again, it's like I still have to finish watching The Haunting of Bly Manor, and I still have to finish. There's a new episode of new season of The Alienist. Lots of stuff. So
I cannot wait for Sword Art Online Season 5.
Ooh, baby, another season.
Oh, no,
eh?
Season 4.
Season 4.
Season 4. Like Season 2, they go to a completely different game. It's called Gun Gale Online.
Gun Gale
And it's
Online.
basically Sword Art Online, but with guns.
I think that's what the game that's on Game Pass is, Gun Gale
Way
Online.
more horny.
Oh.
They completely ditched the art style. It gets way different, giant boobies everywhere. It's like,
I'm not a huge fan of that too much. I know that some of people like the horned up hentai stuff, but it's not for me.
There's some. They make Kirito. They changed his personality a little bit. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not into that.
But then it gets back to the regular and the 3.
Regular, yeah.
Just a misfire.
Halfway through season or halfway through Gun Gale, he changes back to where he should be.
Oh yeah, he was just all horned up by the boobs.
Yeah,
Didn't know what to do.
Maybe. Oh, at the end of season 1, they go to a different game as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's called
Spoilers.
Valheim.
Spoilers. What are we gonna watch this week? Trigun. This dude looks like this guy looks like, I don't remember his name, from Final Fantasy X, with a high collar on his jacket.
Yeah.
He was Zekt's bunny. Jacked? No, what was his name? Anyways, He was like, I can't remember any of
Oren?
the characters. Oren, yeah. He looks like
Oren.
Oren. When did this movie come out?
The series came
Oh,
out
series.
in 1998.
Okay, all right. I might have been... Look at that gun he's holding. Holy, why is it so big? Okay. Trigun it is. How many episodes are this thing?
It's a full series of 24.
Let's see what it says here that the sort of series synopsis is. Vash the Stampede is the most infamous outlaw on the planet Gunsmoke, and with a $60 billion double dollar price on his head, the most sought after! !
Vash Stampedo.
Okay. He's got a
called Vash the
$60 billion
Stampede.
double dollar price on his head. Does that mean $120 billion?
I don't know. Maybe.
Wow.
This one you might not enjoy because there's a lot of anime tropes in it.
Oh, I hate anime tropes. There wasn't many anime tropes in Sword Art Online.
No,
there
there was
was
a couple.
few, but even then, like, they usually have the screaming face where it's just a still image. At least in this Sword Art Online, the hair was moving and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whereas usually
and
it's
the
just,
background's animating.
well, the background is always just scribbles.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. But this, like, there's the screaming face and there is animation still going on.
yeah.
It.
There's also the quick face goes red and then quickly run away
Yes.
kind of deal.
Yeah. The like
When
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least there was no like crying eyes when the waterfall comes out of them or any of that stuff. So,
So there's definitely all of that
oh no.
in here.
Oh no. All right. Well, we'll see. If the story makes up for it, I'll be okay with it. I mean, the anime, I guess it's just because of anime. They're always like, it's Funimation. Sweet.
Funimation.
I got Funimation. It's like, this guy's so badass. Oh, the ladies love him. They just, the panties drop when he comes around, It's just like, I don't know. Well, okay, I'm sold already. I saw Buddy wailing on a sax, so I don't need to see any more. I'm going to watch this. So Trigun for next week, 4 episodes. Let's do
4
it.
episodes.
Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's like a Western anime. Okay, all right. I'm looking away.
All right.
We'll do it up.
We don't want to taint your...
I've been tainted. I've tainted. I saw the guy wailing on the sax, so I'm good to go.
All right, so that'll be it for this episode, unless you got anything else.
That's everything I got to say, basically. This was technically episode 3, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. I've been Mikey G. You can find me at twitch.tv/MikeyT33.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Curb Stomped, twitch.tv/Curb Stomped. The podcast, you could watch us film this and record this live at twitch.tv/SIT Void Podcast. Follow me on Twitter at CurbStomped and curbstomp.ttv on Instagram, CurbStomp on YouTube, and CurbStomp Gaming on Facebook.
Do it. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Save those bitches. God, did this end up being another, 2 hours? Holy crap, dude. Was this longer than the friggin' regular show?
No, this is only an hour.
Oh, okay. Oh, this was the first show down here.
No, this is both shows. This is just WB. We just play this. Oh, yeah, there you go. This is Uber.
I like the new icon. Nickelodeon has laugh tracks. Special effect makes you look badass. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
Just me, mom.
Very good.
Very good.
How many peeps are watching right now?
We got 5 over here.
Wow. Crazy. Thanks for watching, peeps.
Thank you for watching.
Very good.
Don't forget to watch Sword Art Online.
Sure, watch that.
And if you want to watch the first 4 episodes of Trigun, you can just carry on.
I'm going to do it.
So you know what we're talking about next week.
I'm going to do it. So you'll be able to edit these at the old hotel, eh? That's good.
Yeah.
That'll make it easier. Ow, fuck.
Have you stood up at all?
No, that's the first time, dude.